Opie and Anthony, XM 202.
For failure, it's the most annoying thing on two legs.
What a bore fest.
Who cares about the funny? Just bring me the porn.
Aren't we dumb? Hee.
Opie. Oh, do you want to play? Anthony.
I will beat children about the head.
Jim Norton.
I'm dancing. I'm a naked whore.
It's indescribable. I'm trying.
It's like a rape that's covered by insurance.
Some of the comments they make are uncalled for.
Why are you crying?
The virus finally hit him.
Well, with Jimmy, you never know. It could be AIDS.
No.
Yes. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus that spreads from town to town across the U.S. of A.
I hate you.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
I want to announce that I am a K-Fed fan.
Wow.
Camp K-Fed.
You're on his team.
He's turned me.
I guess you watched the Super Bowl and saw his commercial.
Yeah. That was the highlight for me. 12 hours of coverage. The highlight for me was the K-Fed commercial.
Yeah.
Camp K-Fed. I'm in his camp. Get me a T-shirt. Brittany stinks. K-Fed's the better father. You watch. K-Fed is going to have a career.
K-Fed's career is going to blow up now because of that.
And she's going to be in the gutter somewhere in another year.
I hear she's doing a Vegas act. That's what she's up to.
Yeah.
She's honing herself to get back on stage and do some kind of Vegas thing. Yee. That'll be the equivalent of when Fat Elvis showed up in Vegas and everyone remembered the skinny, rockin' Elvis in his leather suit. And they're going to get the big, fat, gaudy Elvis.
Yeah. All right, we'll be talking about the Super Bowl today, of course. Good morning. This is the Opie and Anthony Show. The O&A virus spreading across America. It's a bit colder in Chicago this morning.
Oh, in more ways than one. Let me say. Hold on.
It's a bit colder in Chicago.
Just throwing a little
morning.
sound effect in. Sorry.
Chicago, give us a call, will you? We want to hear from you this morning. Well, we got lots to do today.
Oh, certainly do.
God,
I don't know how we'll do it. You know, we might have to make some adjustments as to how we do it, but...
What are you talking about?
Well, Opie, I'm just talking about a little list I have here in front of me.
Opie Sports Curse, Tyra's fat, Aunt's Vista video, first black Super Bowl loser, deaf girls equal nymphs. We will get to all this stuff on today's Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah, it was supposed to stretch out for like 20 minutes.
Oh, that part is supposed to stretch out for 20 minutes?
I would assume.
Oh, boy.
The first 30 minutes of the show should be... Yeah. Holy aggravated.
I love it.
By the way, clear your calendar. You'll get your effing meeting on Wednesday. Me and Opie, Wednesday meeting.
Wednesday, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of panicky Pete's around the Opie and Anthony Show.
Holy mother of God.
It's kind of strange. How do we say this? Well, we're on regular radio, and we're also on XM satellite radio at the same time.
Mm.
The bosses at XM satellite radio love us. We can't do no wrong over there.
That's great.
Some research came out. I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but beyond happy.
Yeah,
the latest research at XM, as far as the Opie and Anthony Show goes, they are beyond happy.
Apparently, they did a lot of research that had to do with people's satisfaction with listening, how they react to certain aspects of the show, like when we mention products and things like that, if they go out and actually, buy the products. Just listening habits of the program. And then here on our FM station in New York City, our flagship station, if you will, we get a little list.
And here's the problem. XM did a survey that they did, I think, 3 days ago. So it's the current information.
Mm-hmm.
And, regular radio, free FM here in New York, I would bet a lot of money they didn't do any research.
Steve had to go, I guess it was Friday?
Yeah.
Friday, and meet with our program director here in New York City, John Manelli. And we knew he was going, so we sent him a little list of our own of things that we kind of need here to succeed, and things that we're curious that we don't see around this station. Just, normal things that any radio station would do. One example was the fact that we would like to see what happened to the radio station like van and the guy that would go out with all the WOW stickers and T-shirts. And, when you have a place like New York City, one of the major hubs of the free world. There's usually something going on here in the city, right?
Pretty much the center of Rome.
Yeah.
This is Rome.
Like there's always some event going on in this city that van could pull up to and just start handing out stickers and T-shirts by the hundreds at a clip. Jersey, go to Long Island, go to all the surrounding areas of the city and hand these out. It's exposure. It's slap it on the car. It's put a T-shirt on. Whatever it takes. Sweatshirt. Anything. Well, we wanted to ask him about things like that.
We took about 4 years off from regular radio. And what I've noticed since coming back to regular radio, especially here in New York, the laziness.
Yeah.
The laziness of a radio station in general.
Mm-hmm.
In general. And I don't mean to piss off people, but I've noticed a drastic change. That's all about sales, and it's not about actually pushing the product out on the streets of New York. Guerrilla marketing, you do hand out the WOW stickers and the Opie and Anthony T-shirts and maybe T-shirts for the other shows around here and a prize closet. Remember the days you used to have a prize closet and you had a good phone call. You go, hey, buddy, $100 to the Apple Store. Here you go.
We're going to give you a gift certificate to Applebee's.
I don't even think they don't even, what I'm getting at, they don't even do the basics anymore.
No, the basics are gone. It's
completely gone.
The only people that have not gotten lazy in radio is the sales staff. They are now the alpha male of radio.
Yeah.
They are the jackal, the dominant thing, the roaming the halls, just like biting anything else around that might be creative.
Well, that's why it's a pleasure to do XM satellite radio as well, because as you know, there's not many commercials on satellite. And I'm not trying to turn this into a commercial for XM because they get nervous about that as well.
They get all mad.
But what I will say is that we don't spend our time over there having sales meetings, discussing the latest client and going over how you read their live read on the air. Mm-hmm. We focus a lot more on trying to make the actual show better. Over here, we don't really do that. It's all about sales.
We end up in a lot of meetings, which, something for me, it's fine. I don't mind meeting with clients and client meetings and stuff. It doesn't bother me. But don't make that the sole thing that you ever talk about.
I'm completely with you. We understand that's part of the job. Of course. But they're not doing actual research on the Opie and Anthony show, seeing what New Yorkers like or don't like about the show. They're counting on an archaic way of measuring the audience.
Mm-hmm.
It's very archaic. Everyone knows. And the rating system it stinks.
And we've said it before, the people that know best about the Opie and Anthony show and when it needs a tweaking or adjusting on how we handle things is Opie and Anthony.
Right.
Like we've always kind of known if something needs to be adjusted, if we're doing this too much. And it was always, remember in the old days, it was always the balance between sex and discussing other subject matter. And we would sit there sometimes and go, I really think we're hitting the sex thing a little too much.
And we would
kind of get that feel. And we'd back off. And then like 3 weeks later, after we've made that adjustment, some suit would come in and go, you guys are just pounding the sex too much on the thing. We go, hey,
and I would
3 weeks ago we realized that and already made adjustments. You are so delayed in your reaction. So that brings us to this
Today's
weekend with Steve's meeting with John Manelli, and today's list of Opie and Anthony show. Here's the headline.
Ways to improve the program.
Ways to improve the program.
Yeah.
And then in little brackets, what are those called?
Parentheses.
Yeah.
Suggestions by Free FM program director John Manelli.
Okay.
And it's his suggestions on how to make the show better. This is a collection of micromanagement that I just want to burn. This isn't ways to help the show. And number one in itself proves these are stupid ideas.
Well, yeah. And they ignore the stuff that we need to do. Like, the people we're talking to right now want a dose of sex.
Of course they do.
They want
Who doesn't?
sex talk.
Who doesn't want a dose of sex?
They don't want 3 hours of sex talk, but they like maybe a nice segment on a regular basis.
We understand it can't be graphic sex talk either.
They would like to hear girls that are desperate, completely naked, crawling around a studio filled with mouse traps and cash.
Uh-huh.
Just one of the many bits that they said no to.
Can't
For
do
what
that.
reason, I don't know.
A naked girl can't be in this studio. It's
Why?
like, how does that work?
And that has nothing to do with the FCC, by the way. Nothing.
Today?
Nothing.
I'm giving $100 to a chick that comes up here and gets completely naked.
Ooh.
I'll just give $100. It's the easiest $100 you're going to earn. Just come up, take your clothes off. I'll give you $100. You leave. No, you don't have to say anything. You don't have to. I don't want your socks or shoes on. Everything. Just get naked. I'll give you $100. You leave. There you go. That's the offer for today.
I'll give an extra 100 if you haven't trimmed up.
Very good. That'll be solely judged on.
Extra 100 for that.
But just for the fact, I want to make a point. I want to show that, yes, a nude girl can be in the studio without everyone losing their friggin' minds and licenses and getting violations and everything else, because there is no FCC rule against having a nude girl in the studio. It's company policy, and I want to flush that one down the goddamn toilet.
There you go. Couldn't say the word faggot for a while. I'm like, boy, that's real smart. You want an edgy talk show, and you're handcuffing your host by making sure they don't say the word faggot and the N-word. God forbid we say the N-word.
The big N-word that everyone knows what it is now. Walk up to a black guy, by the way, and go, "Hey, you effing N-word." You will get punched in the face just as if you use the word, because now that has become the word.
That's right.
That's become the word.
That's right.
You could have just called it spatula. You could have said, we're changing the N-word to spatula. And then just call them spatulas, and you'd get punched in the face. And they would all be calling each other, "Yo, my spatula." It doesn't. Don't people understand? You've made it into the word. The new word for that is the N-word. Don't you understand it?
We're gonna need electroshock treatment for the entire country. We got to erase that word from everyone's brains. That's the only way that stuff works, you dummies.
A lobotomy.
A lobotomy, sure.
I'd hate to be called a spatula lover.
Wouldn't you? Oh, you spatula lover.
We're going to all be walking around with that C-scar around our temple to get the N-word out of our brains.
Bloody baboons, you cut out his brain. You damn dirty spatulas.
So these are some of the suggestions.
Oh, wait a minute. Does that take care? Yes, number 6. Let me check that off. Jesus Christ.
I thought we were supposed to do the Anthony impressions, though.
That could be misinterpreted.
Number 6 on the list, more Anthony impressions. So Jimmy and I are in a panic. We're like,
how do you do them?
So I'm a Nazi and I'm paranoid of my neighbors.
That's good. Right?
And I can't load Vista because I'm a dummy.
Hey, okay.
I'm trying to do Anthony impressions. Jimmy, your turn. It says more Anthony impressions.
It says 6 more Anthony impressions. Now, I would be led to believe that would be he wants me to do more impressions, but no. It says more Anthony impressions, so it means Jimmy and Opie and whoever else wants to. You have to do more impressions of me.
All right, here's one. Jews, boo, boo.
I don't think I've ever said that.
Anyway, go ahead.
Number 1 is probably my favorite.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess that's why it's number 1.
Can I set this up by saying that I've been doing radio since I was 18.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And now that I'm in my early 30s, it's been a long time.
I've forgotten that bit until I hear Jimmy chuckle at you.
What?
You've almost got me sold.
What happened? All right, go ahead. Read number one. And listen to the
one.
laughter out there in radio land.
Now, this is serious.
I know it is.
This isn't a joke.
I know it is.
This is a real list that was put together on how to improve this show.
At the reading number one, I finally realized we're in deep trouble.
Yep.
We are in deep trouble.
Let me
the micromanaging of the Opie and Anthony show.
Let me fill you in on this, too. We are not a micromanaged program.
No.
We never have been. We've taken management that tries to micromanage us and just blown them off as useless.
Right.
So don't even try this stuff on us. Don't base our show and what we need to do on other people's shows either. That really annoys the crap out of me.
All right, get to number one.
Number one. Try broadcasting the show from a more intimate setting. Example, a smaller studio. Opie appears to be on a stage in the current environment. Ant and Jim may feel left out. Now, they want us to do this show from that little box studio down the hallway to give it a more intimate setting. Because Opie appears to be on stage. Let me fill you in on the first days of the Opie and Anthony show from BAB.
Yeah?
Opie has always been behind the board. He works the board. He's always been on what you want to refer to as a stage. I refer to it as the guy that works the board and the show. I was always at some kind of peripheral mic.
Are you calling me a board op?
That's what I said. I wanted to put that down as a note in A.
Hey, E-Rock, could you dim their lights, please?
Yeah, please.
Just dim their lights and keep
put
me on
the
the
spotlights really, really bright on Opie, and I want to be in complete darkness. That's it. Now we're talking. Opie's all lit up, and me and Jimmy are in pitch blackness.
You guys are in the shadows where you belong.
Oh, my God.
God, I've been waiting for this day.
It has always been.
I know this is radio, but there's one light left in the studio, and it's shining bright on me. Jimmy, are you over there?
I feel left out.
It's always been Opie runs the show, and I have been on a peripheral microphone adding in what I do, doing what I do. And slowly it built up into the role that I have on the program. When we went to AAF in Boston.
And you talking? Where?
I'm over here.
Where?
Let me have a light so I can, flash it at you so you know where I am at least.
Get Anthony a
flashlight. But not too bright, because I don't want my face lit up. Parrish thought we'd take you off stage. See, are you going to do a show tune?
This is just proving, this is me on a stage. The other way,
that's you on a stage.
When the studio's lit up normally and we're in like a triangle formation. Oh, there you are.
There you go.
Hey,
I've lit a lighter in front of me.
Free as a bird,
yeah.
You cannot change.
I have a lighter.
All right. Jimmy's got a Hey, hi, Jimmy.
I have a flashlight. Hi.
Jim, tell ghost stories. Put it up to your chin.
I'm scared.
Oh, sorry you don't have one.
I know. I got to put it to my chin. It's just my forehead. like that pyramid in Vegas.
That is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. And I've heard a bunch of doozies in my career.
Do you think we want to move to that small studio down the hall? For what reason? Give me the reason. More intimate setting? How about we're allowed to do some things we want to do that needs a big studio?
Yeah.
How about you let us do that? That seems to be a more a viable way of entertaining the listener than putting us in a smaller place. By the way, think about it.
What?
Smaller studio, more gooder? Mm-hmm. Smaller studio, more gooder.
Ooh, where's the closet?
Where's the littler studio? Maybe just production.
No, right there. Right behind us.
You want to do it from a closet?
Well, that little water closet.
Right.
We'll
so the smaller the room, the better the show will be. Ooh. Is that what he was getting at?
I guess.
Wait a minute. Just hit number 3 real quick before we get to it. Just let me hit number 3.
All right.
Daddy Potter!
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Razzle dazzle.
All right.
He was banging cocktail waitresses 2 at a time.
Wow. Number 3, more sound effects and bits.
Just effects.
Oh! Whoa!
Look out, truckers out there. We're going to have a report about the icing conditions on some of the big highways out there. And now, number 2 on the list of ways to improve the program.
No. Number 2 is going to have to wait until after the break. But see, I'm not supposed to tell people that because then
That's
that would
number
be
2.
That would be number 5. Don't tease.
But that's also number 2.
What?
Is it? You're also breaking number 2. You're breaking 2 of the cardinal commandments. My God! Thou shalt not announce breaks! These stone tablets were brought down the mountain by a buffoon.
Well,
Carved out of a tweed suit.
So
And a tie made out of old women's curtains.
number 2 says, don't announce break. Seg immediately to break after a funny punchline. Don't warn the listener you're about to go to commercials.
Sounds familiar.
It's supposed to be like after a big laugh or something, you just kind of go to commercial.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
go right to a break after a funny commercial.
Like if
It's
someone...
called the Costanza.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Like, if I do like, hey, 2 Jews walk into a bar, they own it.
Hear what everyone else is talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading. Opie and Anthony!
And we're back with the Opie and Anthony Show.
Yeah.
The O&A virus spreading across America. We're taking one of John Minnelli's suggestions to heart, and we are now broadcasting from a very, very small room.
Very small studio, because number 1 on his list, of course, he gave us a list of things, ways to improve the program. And number 1, try broadcasting the show from a more intimate setting. Example, a smaller studio. I think they meant the small studio down the hallway, which is just a cracker box.
But we're thinking that's a small studio, and if that's going to make the show better, why not even go smaller to make it just an excellent program?
Even more better.
Even
The smaller
more
the studio, apparently, from what I get from the smaller the studio, the better the show will be. So we took his advice and really made it our own. We're now here in the bathroom.
Yes, we are.
It is a small, little bathroom. You can wash your hands. Wash your hands, because let's just do bathroom stuff.
Look, I don't want to get, it's flu season, and I don't want to, get the flu virus.
That's good. Wash up. Use plenty of soap, Opie.
I was sick last week, and I want to make sure that I'm going to be all right this week.
Yeah.
Feel much better.
I'm just going to, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change
Jimmy.
I'm going to empty the garbage.
Hand towels. Thank you.
This is good.
Hand towels.
I'm noticing one thing there. Oh, you dim the lights. That's good, Jim.
Why is Jimmy dimming the light? Jimmy!
I noticed there's something, there's not much to do in a small setting like this. Like sometimes in a bigger studio with a lot of people and stuff, there seems to be more to do, but in here we're just kind of...
Yeah, but see, the deal is if we're in a small setting like this, we can focus on the show and not be distracted about being on a stage.
It's more intimate.
Under the hot lights.
See, I just saw a camera.
Why does the mirror have to be so big in here? Anyway, so this is one of the many suggestions that John Minnelli gave us to make the show better, right?
Yeah, you know something, though? You're not on a stage. I'll give you that.
No, I'm not.
This is pretty much, we are all on equal footing. And that cures 3, too.
Why?
More sound effects.
Oh, sound effects.
Wah, wah. What's under here?
I don't know what's in here.
Oh, let's clean the toilet.
Cleaning supplies? Yeah, like you're going to clean the...
Go ahead.
Well,
Well,
I'm going to clean the toilet.
we need to do a bit. Open the toilet, Jim.
Oh, yeah, that's right. More
little
bits.
Little 8 jacks.
Ooh.
Shaking it. Oh, wacky horn. Because this is so zany. We're in the bathroom, and I'm cleaning the toilet, and I'm a millionaire.
What? Are you insane?
I'm crazy, Opie. Beat that horn.
Oh.
This is insanity. Sound effects, a smaller studio, and Anthony doing an impression of an old Mexican woman. There we go.
You must be insane today. You hate
Look, it's
germs.
but hold that mic, Jimmy.
All right.
Now I'm gonna wash my hands because I'm a germaphobe.
Hold on. I gotta like...
Oh, yeah, you gotta. Ow, that's hot.
Are you allowed to say flush the toilet, or are they going to dump out of that
Say
as well?
water closet.
Water closet? All right, very good.
This is good. This right now is just, I can see the ratings just flying through the roof. Let me dry them with some paper towels.
Someone put the S word and span back under the...
Yes, we don't want to say that. It's derogatory.
Oh, yeah. All right, anyway.
Thank you.
So what are some of the other suggestions? We're taking the first one.
Opie. Wow, it's small in here. We're in a real small studio.
Just trying to help out, being a little wackier.
Well, I certainly don't feel like I'm on a stage, thank God. So might as well turn the lights off so no one's on a stage.
Oh,
we could play
romantic.
Play a little game.
Just feel around. See what men touch.
Anyway, what are some of the other suggestions that were given to us?
Well, I think we ran through number 2.
Number 2 is don't announce break. Say immediately to break after a funny punchline.
See, that's from a Seinfeld episode, I believe, where George wanted to leave the room on a high note.
Right.
So you go, thank you, I'm done. And you kind of just walk out of the room. But this is also done on other programs. I've never liked it myself.
No.
Where you don't know a break is coming. Someone says something, everyone kind of laughs, and then it goes.
Right. Well, we like
the Opie and Anthony show.
We like if there's a big laugh happening on the show. We like to enjoy that laugh for a while. It's a little different than other shows. Other people have to punch out right away when they get their laugh. What's that?
Yeah.
Oh, a seat.
Oh, no. Look, see, already things are changing.
Thank you.
Opie just got a stool, and it says a stage for Opie. Now, you're the only one sitting, and that kind of makes you...
Jimmy,
I'll sit on the toilet.
No,
Let me sit on the bowl.
Jimmy deserves to sit on the toilet.
Sit on the garbage pail, Jimmy. Wow, we're getting right back into our ways. Opie's got a real seat. I'm on a toilet.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's sitting in the garbage.
So don't announce break. Say immediately to break after a funny punchline. Don't warn the listener you're about to go to commercial. Surprise them.
Should be a big surprise.
What are they doing? Close our studio door.
Snapping pictures. Didn't there an on-the-air light outside this bathroom?
More sound effects and bits. They want that.
They want more sound effects.
They want...
So I say every 3 minutes.
Just out of nowhere?
Just a little wacky horn.
The first 30 minutes of the show should be a rundown of what's to come. What's the primary focus of that day's show? What is it going to be? And announce it within the first 30 minutes.
Isn't that a contradiction of don't do a laundry list of what you're going to do for the first 30 minutes? Because then if people enjoy what you've said or don't enjoy it, they'll just leave.
Well, number 5, don't tease. Teasing segments is dangerous because it gives people a chance to punch out.
Perish the thought you keep people listening a little longer.
Perish the thought you say you're going to do My Baby is Black sometime this morning. Yeah, that's going to make people punch out.
Don't tease.
You got to tease the right things is what it comes down to. And then, of course, more Anthony impressions.
Which means you and Jimmy have to do impressions of me because it doesn't say more impressions by Anthony or Anthony does more impressions. It says more Anthony impressions. So apparently you guys aren't holding up your end by doing impressions of me.
All right, I'll do an impression of you. Oh, my back. Oh, I was picking up my wallet. Oh.
That's so hacky. Wait a minute.
Stop it. Wait a minute. And we all know that could also be an Opie impression.
Anyway.
Just give me a break.
Hey, how about that Super Bowl, huh?
Well, let me tell you.
I'm sorry, Chicago. I told you, Anthony told you about my sports curse.
Yeah. Opie picked Chicago.
Yep.
And we all said it was the sports curse was in full play, and they lost.
I don't have my believers out there. I have a weird sports curse. It happens every time. I haven't picked a Super Bowl winner. I couldn't even tell you the last time.
No.
I couldn't even tell you the last time I picked a winner.
And you're a complete jinx for the city that you live in.
Right.
Like, you don't even have to pick it. If you're living there, you were in Buffalo during those...
all 4 years.
Yeah, all 4 years.
Yeah, and then I followed the Patriots when they lost back in the day. And then the Giants when they lost back in the day.
Sports curse.
Sound effects.
Oh, man, who's touched this?
Oh, wash your hands again. At least it's convenient. We can just wash. This is great. This is an OTV studio. We just wash our hands constantly. I like it.
You might have to get off that seat.
I'm going to have to wash my...
Can we switch seats?
You want to sit on the bowl?
Well...
Yeah, I'll sit on the stage. Wow, that's cool. I got Opie's stage. Nice. And people, oh, God. You better listen in, people, because you never know when we're going to a break, either. Something could just happen, and bam, we're gone.
Right.
We're gone. This is...
What's wrong, Jimmy?
What's up, Jim?
I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is really uncomfortable. Opie, he's sitting on the toilet bowl now. When I was sitting there, I had the lids, both of them, completely down, so I was just sitting on the top.
Right.
Opie decided to open up the top one, pull his pants down, and actually sit down on the toilet.
I'm multitasking.
You're a multitasker.
He's a method actor.
No, there's no method acting going on here.
No.
This room is studio, excuse me.
It's our new studio, Anthony.
This studio is much too small for you to pull those shenanigans.
Yeah.
If you want to do that kind of business, I suggest you go into the big studio and do it in your old chair on the stage.
Let's see. So everyone's talking about the Super Bowl today.
Yeah.
And we talked about my sports curse, which is really, really true. It happens every time.
We're doing a sports break now.
We're going to be taking phone calls from Chicago. How are we going to
take calls in here? Cell phones?
Here, open that door for a second. Is anybody calling the show? Yeah? We don't have headphones, though, so I don't know how we're going to hear them.
Yeah.
I'll just tell you what they're saying.
What are they saying,
I'll
Dan?
just tell you what.
Dan is back where I usually sit on the stage.
Wow.
Let's see. Somebody wants to talk about Tyra.
Tyra, okay.
If somebody thinks you shouldn't change a thing about the show.
Okay. That must be Eric Logan from XM Satellite Radio. There seems to be a conflict. One of the companies we work for love us, and the other company doesn't know what the hell is the problem.
Yeah.
And somebody thinks that going to the break hot sucks.
Of course it sucks.
Of course it does.
By the way, we will not be taking any of these suggestions in the end. Thank you, Than. I got to close the studio door again.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's
the on-the-air light's on. Come on, shut that door.
Yeah.
Now my mic cord's stuck in the door.
I guess what we should tell the people, we got our Tyra sign on live TV over the weekend. No Filter Paul.
No Filter Paul.
I got to admit, I'm starting to love No Filter Paul.
Well, he is a go-getter. That guy will do anything, and he's motivated.
On the news, I got footage of it, and the guy's doing a live read, a live thing, and it's behind him in glass. It's great, a live shot.
Two big signs that say Tyra Banks is a fat pig.
Tyra's a big fat pig.
Yeah, and the other one, Tyra's a big fat pig.
Well, we just thought she was so self-important, like, going over that bad photo that was taken of her while she was on vacation.
Sorry.
And she spent her whole show last week discussing the photo and how she's not fat, but if she was that fat, she'd be okay with it. And we decided that, the world needs to know that Tyra is indeed a fat pig. So No Filter Paul got it on, boy, did he get it on Channel 2 or Channel 4,
One
or
of the big
Channel
networks.
7. Yeah, I'm talking about the big networks here in New York City.
Anything?
What was it on?
I think it was like a Staten Island weather station. It was some awful station.
But the video is up on opieandanthony.com, whackbag.com, break.com, YouTube. Just type in Tyra is a big fat pig, and you'll see it for yourself. And I'm hearing rumors that there's a sign outside her studio in California. One of the pests out west. Got a sign outside the studio she does her show from.
POWs.
Well, I had offered $500 if anybody could get a sign and prove to me that she sees a sign saying Tyra is a fat pig.
Yeah, she's got to see it.
She has to see it, yeah.
Because we want the disappointment on her face.
And speaking of video, hold on a minute. Can you open the door? How much time do we have left in this break?
Approximately 5 minutes.
5 more minutes. All right, close the door.
Don't mention the B word.
Yeah. Now people are going to expect it in 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Don't strain. You'll hurt yourself. That's how Elvis went.
Speaking of videos, our own Anthony Cumia is an internet video star today.
Who knew? You know, when I threw that video up.
A lot of controversy, and it's spreading all over the internet.
This is one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those things that really hit a nerve. I was having trouble loading up Vista, installing Vista on my computer. Yeah, wash up. And
could you give me the Lysol?
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you.
Hold on. There we go. Everything is very close and located. You want here? Wait a minute. I think we got another.
That door. Sure. Hey, plebes! I need more Lysol.
Anyone need a Dixie cup?
I just threw it out.
Checked on the cabinet.
The Vista.
Stupid Vista. I tried installing it on my computer. Brand new computer also. Very high end. Very high end.
Wait, brand new Lysol.
There we go.
Thank you.
And it wouldn't install. So after hours of trying to install it, and I'm no idiot. I know how computers work. A lot of people were accusing me of being a Mac fanboy, and I know nothing about Windows, or they just were pounding me about it. And believe me, I've constantly solved every problem I've ever had on my PC for over 10 years. I know my way around computers. This was so effed up, I couldn't fix it at all. I could not install Vista without having to eliminate so many programs, and it wouldn't even... there was a conflict with the actual basic BIOS of my system, which is the main motherboard brains of my system. So that was the problem. So I took my copy of Vista and on video ran it through a shredder. And did a little speech about the whole thing.
You weren't around for this?
Oh, did a little speech about it.
For the improv.
I did a little speech about how I couldn't install it and how it'll install really good on this machine, and put it up online. And it's just kind of, it's getting a lot of hits and a lot of comments. Windows people can't stand it. Mac people love it, and that battle is always going on. So it's got legs, my friend.
Really?
And it was an honest moment. It wasn't some kind of, I didn't go, hey, I'm going to be wacky and do this. I was so pissed that I just wanted to document the fact that I was taking this piece of garbage software. Right now, it's a piece of garbage.
You're handing us notes.
It might get better in the future when it's installed in machines that come right off of the line. It'll be better. But right now, it stinks to upgrade to Vista. And that's my personal opinion.
I love the people.
So I had to fix it.
I love the people in the comment section calling you just an absolute dummy. And
this dummy, if he knew how to work, and he's probably got this piece of crap computer that's old and stuff. No, it's brand new. And I got NVIDIA video cards. I got the quads in there, jackasses, and it conflicts with those. So don't tell me.
The faithful listeners know that you're pretty much a computer geek and you really know your way around a computer.
I know my way around it. I've never had a problem with my computer that I've not fixed myself. Sometimes it's taken hours, believe me. Hours, but I've always been able to fix my own computers.
And you ready for this? So Anthony's an internet video star. OpieandAnthony.com. Ant's video has been viewed 8,000 times.
All right.
YouTube, the video's been viewed 20,000 times. And you just put it up 2 days ago?
Yeah.
Break.com. That's break.com, BREAK.com. It's on the front page. Anthony's a little internet video star today. It's up to 627,000 views.
Wow. Jesus.
It's like the Zapruder film.
I like it.
Oh, it's great, and you got to read the comments because people are very passionate about
passionate one way or the other.
about what
I'm
system
a complete ass.
Right.
And I rule. And then also it's turning up on a lot of tech blogs are putting it up there and commenting on it. A lot of people that are doing reviews on Vista are putting it up there as, kind of example of what people are going through trying to load this new operating system up. Yeah. It's a pain in the ass.
So if you haven't checked out the video yet, go to break.com. Break.com has Anthony's video of him trying to load Vista.
Hey, what.com?
Break.com.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. The ONA virus spreading across America. Everyone's talking about the Super Bowl today. Sorry, Chicago.
Opie jinxed you.
Yeah, the sports curse worked again. Again!
It really is astounding how that works. You pick a team, they lose. It's just the way it happens.
I gotta tell you, besides 2 plays, what a boring game. And people going, what? What a boring game. I know it sucks. These guys spend their whole lives dreaming about going to the Super Bowl, working their asses off all year to be in the Super Bowl. It's finally there. It's finally here, I should say. And it's a rainbow. Just pouring rain the entire time.
Whole game.
No one can hold on to the ball, so you're not going to see a lot of deep passing. They got to adjust their game. They're dropping the ball. They can't even get it from the center half the time. What a boring game.
Did they have that stat? How many times it's rained for the entire length of the Super Bowl?
I can't remember
when the last time. I don't either. I know there have been occasions when it has rained, but never. And usually, isn't it in domed or something? Don't they?
Well, it's usually in domes or
warm climate.
Very warm. Yeah, Miami just.
There it is. It is indeed the first Super Bowl played entirely in the rain,
and Miami just got effed. Oh, I guarantee today is going to be nice and sunny. High of 75 degrees. Life is just weird. Life is weird. You got women out there. They dream their entire lives about maybe getting married.
Yep.
On the beach, and then that day finally arrives, and they either got the flu or they got their friend or a monsoon. Hits the beach that day.
Mm-hmm.
Life has a way of just kicking you in the nuts.
It's also, I guess, the first Super Bowl with, of course, 2 black coaches. And the first Super Bowl to be lost by a black coach, is that a...
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Just wanted to add that.
Well, they like keeping track of first, so... you're right, Anthony. This was the first time a black coach lost
a Super Bowl.
A Super Bowl, so they got that one out of the way as well. Enough with keeping track. No one gives a crap.
Colts wins first Super Bowl since 1970.
You know when I'll care? I think we brought it up on Friday, Anthony. First black guy walking around on the moon. I'll be like, that's an accomplishment. Wow.
Back to the moon. Black astronaut. There he is walking on the moon.
Also in conjunction with the first trial on the moon.
First illegal frisking on the moon. This kind of brought up another discussion in the office this morning. We actually do discuss things during what is supposed to be the show prep portion of it. We don't just paw through a couple of newspapers, sit there and sneeze at each other.
Well, they kind of looked at us one day preparing for the show, and
based that
and their comment was very scary how they prepare for the show. This is how we've been preparing for the show ever since we got together 12 some odd years ago.
Because we don't do it like a Z100 or your morning zoo does it, where there's 18,000 people running around like maniacs, giving you the hackiest crap you could get your hands on.
Writing scripts and getting top 10 lists together.
Writing scripts for a bit, so whatever his name is, the mailman, or whatever his name is, the milkman, or whatever his name is, the weatherman, can come in and do a wacky bit.
And don't forget about Stunt Boy.
Stunt boys doing stuff. How about the fact that we show prep 24 hours a day? It's called life. And then we drag our sorrows and miseries and occasional happiness into this place and spill it out. How about that's what people have been listening to since we started the show? It's infuriating. Wednesday. We're meeting Wednesday. And you asked for it. They wanted this meeting. Oh, why doesn't Anthony meet? Why doesn't he ever want to meet? You want a meeting? You got it. And believe me, I'd love to do it before Wednesday, but I'm busy.
What are you busy doing?
Anything else but meeting with them.
This should be your only priority.
Believe me, I got other things to do. It's called show prep. I'm show prepping Monday and Tuesday. I can't fit it in.
You know, we're having fun with this, but I'm not going to lie to you. Some of the suggestions, downright scary.
Annoying,
downright scary.
And insulting.
We've been doing radio a very long time, and I'll say it again. It's working just great as far as XM goes. We're not making major changes with this radio show. This is what it is. Mm-hmm. And by the time we get here to do our show, we get in about an hour before we crack the mics. That hour is getting our heads together, going through the papers, making sure nothing crazy happened overnight, discussing some of the things we've seen since the last show, making sure we have the audio clips and this and that. And then we come in here well prepared.
But from the second we get off the air, we're already thinking about and gathering stuff for the next day's show.
Right.
So follow us around a whole day then. We're actually not.
Very scary. But anyway, the black coach winning the Super Bowl. Then.
Yeah, black coach winning a Super Bowl, and they made a big deal out of this whole thing. It's been one of the biggest issues they've talked about is that there was 2 black coaches in the Super Bowl. And they're kind of just freaking out about this whole thing. And it got me thinking.
Call me crazy. I just saw 2 football coaches.
2 coaches.
I really did.
Yeah,
just
really,
2 football coaches.
But they really wanted to point it out that, oh my God, this is the first time in history. So are we to be led to believe that we can go from that and then to the next presidential election and we'll have a black president? Like everyone's going, what do you think Obama's chances are being elected president? People are stunned and amazed and quoting stats and have to point out the fact that we have 2 black coaches in the Super Bowl. So let's go from that to President of the United States of America. Do you think America's ready? Do you really think we could go from that to... I think maybe a couple of things in between.
Yeah.
I think maybe a few steps in between coaches for the Super Bowl and the President of the United States might kind of help a transition.
There will be a black astronaut walking around on the moon before we get a black president.
And, well, there should be. I think.
Why? I don't give a crap about the color thing. Maybe.
I think it'd kind of be cool, a little black perspective, see how the black community reacts to a black guy walking on the moon. That'd be kind of funny to listen to.
We know what side he'd land on.
Yeah, let's wake him up with a little Pink Floyd this morning in the lunar module.
2 black coaches, and at first Super Bowl it rained through the whole thing. Any coincidence? I think not. God was crying.
Maybe God's a football fan.
Don't get any ideas. The bright side is ours. The bright side is ours. Look.
Yeah, man, we're going to land you over there.
Look, we got to start somewhere, just like we did in America. Maybe eventually, but...
Do you think they'd leave him as the command module guy?
You guys can lay claim to the dark side.
I don't think so. Leave him as the command module guy that has to orbit around and wait for him. Yeah. It's like, I'm leaving. He always falls asleep in the getaway car.
Anyway, well, you make a good point with that, Anthony. Sure. Some observations. We got to stop thanking God.
Yeah.
God doesn't care about sporting events.
When you look at the past week's events, in the world.
Yeah.
I don't think you should thank God for winning the Super Bowl.
No.
I think he should have had his hands full. Perhaps you should thank God because maybe he was paying a little too much attention on the Super Bowl that a 1-ton explosive went off in Iraq and killed hundreds, injured hundreds.
Well, maybe that's a good way to look at it. Maybe he had a Super Bowl party and he was getting ready for the Super Bowl party.
I think God was hosting a Super Bowl party.
A little distracted.
Passing out the chips. Getting mad at Mrs. God, punching her in the eye for standing in front of the TV.
That's right. She ran out of Pabst too early.
Pabst.
God's a blue-collar drinker.
He certainly is.
You know when you start thanking God? When you look out your window anywhere in America and you hear this.
Oh, God. Yes, thank him for making things we can laugh at. Like people with Tourette's.
Wow. Where did that come from?
Oops.
Take two.
At least it's a sound effect. It doesn't matter. It doesn't say they have to be relevant sound effect. Let me read the quote here quickly.
Yeah, what was the quote again?
It just says, has to be more sound effects. More sound effects. So... There you go. Covered for the hour.
So what I want to say is, you know when we should start thanking God? When you could look out the window anywhere in America at any time and you hear this.
What a dull day on the world.
Anywhere in Iraq, you look out the window. Anywhere in Africa.
Well, in God talk, I believe that's called Armageddon or Rapture or whatever it is when they clear out everybody.
Except for the crickets? All right, good point.
Just clean them out.
Wait, hold on.
There could be a little something going on.
Let's go.
Maybe one of these. A cricket, and then play a little cricket.
All right.
That's just a little flurry of gunfire somewhere.
Bob in Arizona. Bob.
What's happening, fellas? Good morning.
Good morning.
And I'm calling you from Phoenix, home of Super Bowl 42. It's never too early to do your plans or whatever. In fact, you know what? I'm going to invite you fellas and Jimmy. Everybody come on out, crash in my place.
Boring.
Take you all in cool places. Listen, this whole thing with the thanking God, I totally agree with you, Opie. Because if, you thank God that one team, what is the coach going to do? He's going to be pissed at God because they lost? I'm not really a big fan of that. And the whole thing with the African-American coach, if I'm not mistaken, about 25 years ago, a fellow by the name of Tom Flores.
I hope he wasn't mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, please be mistaken.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Mistaken is interesting. You're not mistaken.
Well,
tedious.
We picked out two very interesting clips as they're thanking God yesterday after the Super Bowl. You got the Colts owner here giving his speech, talking about the storm and thanking God. Of course, the storm was the tornadoes that hit Florida. Just awful.
Oh.
I don't know how many people died, but a lot of people died and lost everything.
Yeah, it was
so
one
he
of those
acknowledges
big,
that.
Twister-like tornadoes.
He acknowledges that because, they're in Florida doing the Super Bowl here, and then has the worst segue ever.
Finger of five.
Thank you so much, Commissioner. I want to start off by saying that our thoughts and prayers are with the people in Central Florida after those tornadoes, and the Colts will participate in helping and partnershiping with that tragedy down there, and our prayers are with them tonight. We don't want to forget that. Now we're world champions.
Wow. Jesus.
Wow.
Nice segue.
Oh, my God. Sorry that you lost everything and you lost loved ones, but we're world champions!
Yeah!
God.
That is a little awkward segue.
I guess there's no easy way to do that, but man, wow.
That was what they call
turned on a dime.
A danzition.
A danzition, exactly.
That was a danzition.
Right.
Thoughts and prayers go out to everybody. The tornadoes down there in Florida, just horrible. A lot of people, death, destruction. So thoughts and prayers out to everybody like that, huh? Hey, how about the Colts? Yeah. Big winners.
by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Another Anthony impression.
I'm just doing impressions.
Well, we need more Anthony impressions, so
Thank
there you
you.
go. All right. Well, what a horrendous segue.
That couldn't have been worse if he said it standing on the rubble of a trailer.
No kidding, man. And then he thanks God. It's like, are you kidding me?
So God was responsible for that.
Thank you, God, for ignoring the tornadoes and maybe making the tornadoes touch down in an area where no one was living.
Yeah. Are you turning that up? Is it? No, it's not doing anything. It's still just
what happened?
One. I guess the headphones are broken.
Oh, really?
Box. I'm only getting one side of my headphones, and I'm not getting the other side.
A box,
which is okay. Just plug it back into there. I'm a professional. I'll rise above it.
Ooh.
All right.
That's what they say anyway. That's all right.
All right, he's plugging it back in. All right, so, here's the Colts owner again. So, the drastic segue, and then he gets to thank God. You ready over there? This isn't too distracting.
No, I know. Sorry. That wasn't adjusting my volume. It was just fucking loud. It was just fucking loud. Holy shit. I don't care. Dump me 8 times. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
How about making things work in the studio? Nothing personal, I swear. It's not you. Understood. It's just when we get crap and it's written down in memos. And then nothing works when we come in, and there's no street team, and there's no stickers that are supposed to be out on the street, and it's New York City, and we're supposed to have T-shirts and stickers and sweatshirts in the winter and hand them out at events because it's only New York. Nothing ever goes on in New York where there's a collection of people to maybe drive to and hand out stuff that I have to do with the show. So I've had it. Wednesday, looking forward to it. It better be a private place because I don't want to make a scene in front of people.
Know what I was thinking, too?
Holy crap, am I going to yell? Yell!
Know what I was thinking, too? Like, they're not doing anything to support the show whatsoever. They just expect us to do radio magic day in and day out. And you know what? We will do that. We know we're a confident radio show and we'll be just fine in the end. But I was thinking as I was watching the Super Bowl yesterday, how many times did they go local to promote their stupid local news team?
The news team.
How about you throw us one lousy 15-second nugget?
Nothing.
And give us the 15-second Opie and Anthony commercial while all of New York's watching the Super Bowl. We work for the same company. And they're like, what could
think of that?
And I'm so sick of getting the emails and the phone calls. Well, what could we do to help you? Why don't you do the obvious?
Yeah, there are the simple things that, had worked.
Why don't you do the obvious? We have an Opie and Anthony TV commercial. You got like a 95% share of TVs watching this stupid effing game. Enough about the local CBS News team. You couldn't use 15 seconds of that to promote the show. What can we do to help? What can we do?
Pump their dopey news guys up during the Super Bowl. That's what they did. Just pump to the hell out of them.
You know what you could do? Start thinking out of the box. That's why we do like satellite radio. They think out of the box. The old way of doing radio isn't working as well. So you got to start thinking differently. And if you got this high-profile Opie and Anthony show that is in 1 million markets, especially in New York where it's really important to get the ratings up, why wouldn't you throw us a bone and give us 15 lousy seconds during the freaking Super Bowl telecast? We're not talking about the commercials that were going for, what, $2.6 million per 30 seconds. We're talking about the promo spots over and over and over again for the local news. You had time to give us. So don't ask us what could we do, because you don't even know how to do it. You don't even know how to do the basics.
Concentrate on your end.
It was one lousy phone call from one guy to another guy. Can you help us out? This would be a nice little boost for the show, considering we got all of New York watching the Super Bowl on our channel. Wasn't another network doing the Super Bowl. It was the same company we worked for. And whether they could or could not do that, that's an idea. That's an idea right there. Dopes.
That would have been good in Chicago, too.
Bunch of dopes.
Yeah. Might have helped.
Huh?
That would have been good in Chicago, too.
Yeah, I'm not even asking. I'm just asking locally in New York, because what happened? See, the Super Bowl. They got these commercials, and everyone talks about the stupid commercials, which, by the way, sucked. And we're not going to do what every other radio show is doing today and spend 40 minutes talking about how cute the commercials were. In general, they suck. Okay, they were awful. They weren't creative. They blew. Guess what? The best commercial was K-Fed. K-Fed. It's not even listed in the USA Today. That was the best spot, hands down.
K-Fed's the new hero.
Hands down.
Why didn't they list it?
I don't know. It's in the category of the rest. They have the 10 most popular, then they have the least popular, and then they have the rest. And Budweiser, you know, as far as the top 10 commercials, are all over the place. They got just about every spot. So amazing. Stray dogs and the Clydesdales. Cliche. Had a rock in his hand and hit him in the forehead. And he got the Bud because, you know, rock beats paper.
What did the Clydesdale do? Was it like a horse gag?
Yeah, dude. It was play the horse gag video.
It was a scrappy dog that didn't have the spots, but then a truck goes by and sprays muddy water all over the dog, so now he has spots, and now he could be like, you know, part of the Budweiser team.
That's cute.
Much better way to.
America stinks.
I thought that was cute.
Or if the Clydesdale was doing horse gag with someone who was drinking a Miller Lite. That'd be a great commercial for Bud.
Immigrants learned to ask for Bud Light. Carlos did a good job there, but it wasn't anything spectacular. And just goes on. The apes trying to like figure out how to get the beer from the beer guy as they're in their zoo atmosphere. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I don't even know where we were. But I'm so sick of what can we do? Well, guess what? Start thinking out of the box. That's what you could do.
Steve just had to come in and show us the list. It was just like, he goes, you want to hear the list from my meeting? I'm like, yeah, please.
And
all right. And he read number one, and I was just
so the point I'm making is
annoyed.
These commercials, obviously, that's revenue, very important. That's like 2.4 to 2.6 million per 30 seconds. I get that. Don't want to touch that part of the game. I get it. But see, because CBS had the Super Bowl, they had local promos. Okay?
Join us after the game to hear the same thing you hear every night.
Well, they promoted their local news team here in New York.
Yeah.
And they did, and it just shows you the power of advertising. I don't even know their names.
Nope.
And I watched the entire Super Bowl. But if you get like, a quick 15-second Opie and Anthony spot, wow, that would really help the show. And guess what? You're not taking money away from the company.
No.
You're just using the airtime to promote your stuff. But they're going to suggest us doing a show in a smaller studio, and that's going to get like ratings up? Are you insane? You've got to be insane.
Yes. I say yes. Insane.
Coming up.
Wait.
What?
Teasing it. I think I ripped it to shreds. Is there another one?
Another copy? Yeah, get Anthony another
copy. Here's my copy.
There it is.
It's pristine.
You're breaking Rule 5. Don't tease. Teasing segments is dangerous because it gives people a chance to punch out.
Call the Opie and Anthony Show right now. 866-313-FREE.
Oh, and hey, who's this?
It's Opie and Anthony!
What do you got for the show?
Nothing!
So, why'd you call?
Salami!
If you have a point that's relevant to the topic at hand, call the Opie and Anthony Show at 866-313-FREE.
Hello?
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The virus is spreading. Get infected. Opie and Anthony. XM 202.
Here we go. Coming up on the Opie and Anthony Show.
No.
What?
No.
What happened?
Stop teasing.
Oh, I did it again!
You can't tease.
So I can't tease the fact that E-Rock is getting a Brazilian wax job today. We'll explain a little later. Can't tease that? That would be stupid to tease something like that, right?
No teasing.
That would be really dumb, right?
Against the rules.
Also, Anthony has put up a bounty.
Yes. I got a bounty.
Looking for a naked woman?
I got $100.
Just to
you don't even. Here's the catch.
Just to show the company and the FCC that nothing's going to happen if there's a naked woman in the studio in the year 2007.
There is a catch to this, ladies. You don't have to do anything. That's the catch. You don't have to do anything. We don't even have to put you on mic. You come in, you remove all your clothes, and then you put your clothes back on and you leave. That's it. That'll earn you $100. That's a prize. That's all there is to it. I don't want to hear from her. I don't want to... Nothing. Just do it. There you go. How dangerous. Oh, my God. The place is bursting into flames. Holy Jesus. How will we recover? We're going to lose the license. What do you...
You're gonna lose the license.
You're like some kind of a crazy person. Do you know what that'll do?
So we talked about the Super Bowl commercials, and someone on the line goes, "Hey, what about the Snickers commercial?" Ugh.
What was it?
Two guys sharing a Snickers, and
I hope they pulled it out of a toilet bowl and shared it.
And they might have
realized it wasn't a Snickers.
And they might have kissed by accident, so then they have to like do something really manly in front of each other to show that they're men.
Stop it.
Stupid.
That corny, like, white guy, be a guy.
Hey, how about the game? Huh? We go to a... Shut up.
And, speaking of nudity, so hopefully a girl will show up and get naked.
That's all we want. Believe me, and then you won't have to do anything.
Then we could show these dopes around here that nothing's going to happen. The radio world's not going to stop because there's, God forbid, some nudity on a radio show.
Yeah. We've done it before.
Oh, my God. Anyway,
baby steps.
Speaking of nudity, Aunt and I saw the same movie over the weekend. Just a coincidence because we don't go to the movies together. Matter of fact, we don't do anything together. But we still do a fun radio show.
Hey.
Because
it's logistics, my friend.
Because we love doing a radio show together.
Yes. What was the movie?
I went and saw the 11:30 a.m.
Ooh.
I don't know. It was just one of those cold...
Wait, that was the That was the showing I saw.
What?
11:30 a.m.
Yeah, but you saw it from your bed.
Yes, I did.
See, I got to start being nice to people, I realized over the weekend, because then I can get some nice perks. People are...
Ixnay on the Irks pay.
I am the stupidest man alive because, there are people that want to love me.
Yeah.
And want to give me things, and I just crush their dreams and smash things in front of their face. Which is fun and stuff, but then I go home very lonely.
Which is fun and stuff.
It's all fun crushing people's dreams and spirits.
But then I go home lonely. And then I have to listen to Anthony talk about all this great stuff he gets from the listeners.
I don't like
bootleg movies and
I don't
stuff.
like material things. I like the conveniences that they can offer. It's a wonderful thing. We give entertainment to them. They give us certain conveniences.
See, this is what happens. Because I smash things in front of people... Saturday at 11:30 in the morning, I have to leave my apartment. It's like 10 degrees outside to go see Babel.
Babel. Academy Award nominated Babel, starring who's in that?
Brad Pitt.
No, Brad Pitt. It's an ensemble.
Whatever. And Anthony, because he's nice to the listeners and actually treats them like human beings, he also saw Babel. At about the same time I did.
Yeah, my theater was showing it at 11:35.
But did he have to bundle up for the cold weather here in New York City? Did he have to put on a bunch of layers and some gloves and a hat and a scarf?
And I was at a great theater that offered the chance to pause the movie when I had to use the restroom.
What?
Yeah, and I could get stuff to eat that wasn't at the concession stand. And they also offered sexual favors. It was a wonderful theater.
Yeah?
It's called My House.
Your bedroom.
That's right.
Note to self.
That's where I want to see movies.
Got to be nicer.
That's where I want to see movies.
Look, I'm writing it down. I'm crazy.
Be nicer. Write that down.
Be nicer to listeners.
I think it's funny that you said I like to crush people's dreams, and that's fun and all. But the message you got was completely wrong. It's not wrong to crush their dreams. It's like I know I crush their dreams, but as a result, I don't get any free swag.
No, see, this is the logic in this head. I still will crush people's dreams, but there's got to be a way to do it so I still get free stuff.
Well, that's something you're going to have to work out. That's quite the problem.
So we went and saw Babel. The movie's too long. It's Oscar nominations like crazy, and I gotta tell you, man, it's an all right movie.
It was when it was over, I just went, yeah, that was a movie.
Brad Pitt's acting stinks.
He's terrible.
When is Hollywood going to realize that he was just a pretty face and he's older now, so that doesn't even help his career? He is one of the worst actors in Hollywood. He stinks.
And they were saying that his performance in this is his best performance ever delivered in any movie he's ever done.
Don't leave. You can't leave. If you leave, I will kill you. I will kill you if you leave. Don't leave.
Wow,
that was just...
wait a minute. Wait, I swear to you, I thought Roland got Brad Pitt for us, and it was a surprise, and I was going to turn around, and he was there when you just delivered those lines. It sounded just like him.
Thank you. And I'm not even
more impersonations.
Not even going to explain why he said that, because who cares? It was just that he said it like that. If you leave, I will kill you. You can't leave. Don't you leave. Don't you leave me here.
He's awful. I've hated him. Wasn't he in that movie like California where he played like a serial killer or something like that? I think he's just terrible. He's stunk. His whole career he's stunk.
He's been in some great movies too. He was good in Fight Club. I'll give him that.
I didn't see that.
You got a line from that?
No.
Let's fight.
No.
Tyler Durden?
I want to do the unexpected, so I say no.
Oh. Give me one more from Babel.
Trying to think what else he said.
Well, just give me that one.
Help! Help! Somebody help!
He does these impersonations. I swear, you would think it was the real people.
I'm going to tease a joke. Here's a little joke about the movie Babel. Why would I want to go see that when I could just talk to my girlfriend about her day?
Oh, I got a line from Fight Club. I got a line from Fight Club.
Yeah.
First rule of Fight Club: don't tease bits going into break.
He does these impersonations. I swear, you would think it was the real people.
But anyway, so Babel.
It's kind of three stories.
Yeah.
Kind of intertwined by some common denominator. One taking place in Morocco with Brad Pitt. Another one taking place in Southern California and Mexico with some big fat Mexican woman and Brad Pitt's kids.
Kind of shows that no matter where you live, we're all kind of in this human experience together.
Yeah, it's one of those pieces. And another one taking place in Japan. I saw it more as it was somebody making a bad decision and how it affected so many people with its little ripple on humanity.
Yeah.
But it was a bad decision was made by somebody, and it was a cause and effect kind of movie. And for some reason, they had to intertwine the stories a little bit to give it that, we're all on one planet kind of a thing, no matter how far apart we are.
What about the times you make...
Because they pretty much thirded the world.
Right.
They put the world in thirds.
Yeah.
And even though the world is huge, they were kind of tied in somehow.
But what about the times you do something and it makes a very, very good thing happen?
And it's a good thing.
It's a good
Or sometimes a bad thing makes a good thing happen.
Yeah, exactly.
That wasn't what Babel was about.
Exactly.
Not the Babel.
I'll tell you a situation where a bad thing turned out to be a really good thing for me personally.
Oh?
Yeah. Maybe not for you out there that hate me, but my dad married his high school sweetheart.
Uh-huh.
And she died
Jiminy
very early at 26 years old.
Holy jeez.
Maybe 27. And that's the only reason I'm on this planet.
The Colts! Come on, everyone. God bless.
That's why I thought Babel sucked.
Wow.
Because there are horrific things that happen that turn into good things for certain people, like myself, and the, how many more? 5 brothers and sisters that came after me. None of us would be here if my dad didn't go through a horrific tragedy.
Wow.
Wouldn't it be weird, though, if we could reverse time and see what would have happened, and if she never died, he would have had 4 kids, like one president and one who cured cancer?
Yeah.
Instead...
You're making it sound like this is so great.
Yeah. Instead, it worked out that...
One Dr. Pepper addict and a lunatic who says filthy things on the radio.
Dr. Pepper addict.
My brother, yeah. Enough with the soda, you idiot. It's rotting your stomach.
Pepper.
See, my brother drinks soda all day. Ugh.
I thought it was one of these art pieces. Yeah. It was one of these things the Academy loves, but I found it to be a little long. One good thing, though, there was one. Me and Opie were on the phone last night discussing the movie, doing a little movie recap.
See, this is what John and the rest of the gang over here don't see. And I show prepping when we're not here.
On the phone.
Keeping in touch with each other and
yapping
seeing
about
what we want to talk about on Monday. And we both decided that we needed to talk about the Japanese deaf
schoolgirl
nymph from Babel. The only reason to see Babel.
Yeah.
The second half of the movie, she's pretty much naked the whole time.
Yeah.
Walking around, showing everything.
Once she decides to go that route, she really kind of gives it her all. But she's deaf. She can't at all. You know, just sign language and stuff. And I guess she's very self-conscious of this, and she's got deaf friends and all. But some girl told her, you know, she's angry all the time or sad all the time because she has never had sex. And it really seems she took that to heart.
No kidding.
And she wanted to be happy. Kidding. She wanted to be happy so badly, but she had so much, you know, bad things happen in her life. I won't get into that. People want to see the movie. That she kind of went off and just figured, maybe if I have some sex with a guy, I'll be happy.
This is what I learned. If you're deaf, you become promiscuous.
Very, very promiscuous.
Promiscuous.
Or promiscuous. And you get very bold with your moves.
Yeah.
Well, you know how they wear in Japan, and they love putting this in their Japanime pornography and stuff, the little schoolgirl outfit, the little plaid skirt and stuff. They wear that in Japan, and she's wearing it, and she's got the skirt pulled up really high. And she decides to give these guys at some little, like, I don't know, place that they meet, place that kids would meet after school, kind of a place, give them a show. So she removes her undergarment from under the skirt, and she's sitting in a booth at the edge of the booth, and the guys start looking over, and she slowly just turns toward them, and they show everything in the movie.
That's sexy.
It was kind of like, whoa.
She started leaving the house on a daily basis.
On a daily basis. She's leaving. And the dentist scene was great.
And then that didn't work, so then she had to get her teeth cleaned. This deaf mute.
Getting her teeth cleaned?
This horny deaf mute.
So the dentist...
With no undergarments in a Catholic schoolgirl skirt.
This isn't ruining storyline at all, and believe me, you'll just be excited to see the movie if I describe it like this. The dentist is working on her teeth, and he's getting real close to her mouth, and she slowly lifts her head and licks the dentist's mouth. Licks the dentist's mouth, and he kind of like backs away and goes back to work, and she licks his mouth again, and he asks, "What are you doing?" And she grabs his rubber-gloved hand and just smacks it right down.
Wow.
Just grabs his hand and just places his hand on a place and then squeezes his hand.
She thought that there might... I'm trying to clean this for radio.
Oh, I think they know.
Yeah,
I'm filling up. I am filling up.
If you watch this, it's really like hot in this twisted way. And then she's got to apparently her father is somehow involved in what happened in Morocco with Brad Pitt through some kind of a weapons trade thing that happened, and the police want to talk to him. And this girl has the hots for this young cop that came over, so she invites him over, and he's kind of talking to her. She leaves the room and walks slowly back into the room, completely naked. With her little Japanese body.
Ooh.
And at that point in the movie, I went, got some popcorn stuck.
I'm not.
I need some water.
I am almost full from that dentist scene description.
The dentist scene was like really cool. The stupid stick in the mud dentist.
And then she was like naked for like 10, 15 straight minutes.
She just was naked.
But the detective.
Very uncomfortable at the end, too, when she was still naked.
On a balcony.
Yeah. But it was...
when Daddy came home to make everything right.
Make everything all better. But her being, like, naked, the dentist thing was, because she's just laying in there, and she's got the little skirt on, and obviously she had removed anything else. Mm-hmm. So when she grabbed the dentist's hand and did that, she kind of let out like this. She was very, very... excited about the whole situation.
Right.
Very pleased with everything. And kind of her facial expression and a little sound that she made let the audience know how happy she was about this. And the dentist was so horrified that he just made a leave. He goes, get out of here, get out of here. So she kept just getting this rejection over and over again. And that's like part of her misery, but it all stems from something that I won't get into.
It's funny because I went to the dentist recently.
Yeah,
I knew that was an option.
Apparently it is.
Don't take the sexiness
Take
out
the
of it.
sexy out of it.
No.
That was whenever they kept coming back to the Japanese part of the movie, I was like, okay, perk up.
All right.
I'll watch now.
Right.
I could give a crap how bad a shape Brad Pitt's wife is in.
Who gives a crap about the dirty Mexicans?
The Mexicans
Get
and
back
the
to
kids.
the horny deaf mute, will ya?
Drunk Mexicans lopping off chicken heads.
Right. You can't leave. Don't leave. I will kill you if you leave.
He does these impersonations. I swear, you would think it was the real people.
By the way, if we're being fair here, Eric, well, I'll let Eric and Queen say it. I agree with this. Eric, go ahead.
Yeah, how you guys doing today?
Hey.
Like, it's unbelievable. If you're going to talk about great Brad Pitt movies, you got to talk about Snatch, where you can't understand a word that's coming out of his mouth.
Snatch is one of the most underrated movies ever made.
That was a good movie.
That movie has a cult following, but never got the respect it deserved.
Yep.
It is a great movie, but the point is that great Brad Pitt films where basically the entire, bet you anything in the script that just said mumble.
But no one made him a great actor in that movie. It was, like you said, he mumbled through the whole movie.
Exactly.
Yeah, they had the option on the DVD where you could have just subtitles when Brad Pitt talks.
That made him a great actor.
Yeah, because you can't understand anything he says, so you could have that on when you're watching the movie to see exactly what he's saying.
Yeah, Brad, we need you to mumble.
But Snatch is a great movie, Eric. You're right. Thank you. We got to move on. Man, that's why I want to move on, and they hung up.
No.
Some guy saying that he used to live next to a deaf mute, and she was a hoa.
The mic was off. I used to listen I used to have a deaf family that lived next door to me, and they had a daughter, and apparently she went to the same high school I did, and apparently she was a goer too. So is there some validity to this whole thing?
Yeah, there's something going on.
If you're a deaf girl,
maybe you just
deaf girls, call in now, and we'll talk to you about it.
If you're deaf, you have no confidence, so you have to give it up. That's what I think.
You could be right. Or you've just never heard the word whore. You don't know what it means.
You don't know what it means.
Right. You're not self-conscious because no one's calling you.
Don't do that or you're a slut. What? I can't hear you.
I don't know what you said.
All right.
Yeah, that was a pretty good part of the movie.
12 Monkeys, Brad Pitt. What do you think?
A little too over the top. I know he was playing a nut, but it was a little too over the top nutty. I love that movie, though. I'll watch that anytime it's on.
Yeah.
Love the 12 Monkeys. Hey, Bob. It's in the tooth, Bob.
Yeah,
in the tooth.
That's a really good movie, too. Maybe it's his later movies then.
Yeah.
I think
maybe he started off okay, and then, I don't know.
California. It's good in that.
I hated him in
With
that.
a K, but
You don't like that?
Hated him in that. I hated him in 12 Monkeys. I hated him in 7. I thought I was watching the scene with him and Morgan Freeman and Kevin Spacey. And I'm like, you just don't belong.
Morgan acted circles around Brad Pitt in 7.
Yeah, sure did.
Morgan Freeman kind of plays the same guy in every movie, though.
Yes.
But this was before he was playing...
He's that soft-spoken kind of country kind of black guy that
7,
just thinks everything.
In 7, you didn't know that he was going to do the same delivery in every movie.
It was new then.
It was new then, for the most part.
Doesn't matter what part he's playing, though. It's just that kind of, like Shawshank is a prime example of one of his performances. Spacey's great. I think Kevin Spacey's a good actor.
He was good in Glory, Morgan Freeman. When
Yeah.
he slaps Denzel Washington in the face.
Yeah.
It was hot.
I think Kenny's on cold medicine. Look at him over there.
Oh.
Are you? Yeah.
I got a cold from the plane.
Nothing helps out a radio show than looking to Club Soda Kenny and watching him almost fall asleep with heavy eyelids.
You know who he looks like? He looks like the Tin Man. The way his head is coming out of that shirt, he has a Tin Man face. If you could picture the Tin Man's face, that's what Kenny looks like.
Did you see the email that Kenny sent? It was very nice and everything, because all our best to Bob Saget and his family, because Bob Saget lost his father.
Yep.
So we were going to send flowers, and Kenny, knowing about religious things,
wrote an email. It's like, I'll just make a suggestion. I kind of, put this through. I got them a fruit basket because being Jewish, they'll be sitting shiva, and that will come in more handy. It's like your helpful hints from Heloise.
Thank you, Martha Stewart.
Did you put some peaches and plums in a nice basket of your dried hair clippings?
I thought it would be more practical.
More practical.
Of course.
I don't want to say that flowers are bad.
That's what you need during funeral time, too, is the Grim Reaper sending you something.
Oh, I know. Kenny. Ugh.
Well, listen, I'm not falling asleep. I'm very enthralled because you guys are on a good roll today.
Oh.
Thank you, Kenny.
Thanks.
Why don't you go tell the bosses?
I do have a cold, though.
All right, Joe in Queens, what's up?
Hey, let's talk about Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
You guys, it's a little early for you guys to be turning gay on the show.
Well, not.
Joe thinks we're obsessed with Brad Pitt.
So we're talking about his rugged good looks, or maybe his physique. Is that what we're doing, Joe? Or is that what you think of every time Brad Pitt's mentioned? Because all we were talking about was his movies and his acting. So, Joe, what do you think about whenever you hear Brad Pitt? His ass, the abs, his washboard abs. What goes through your mind, Joe, that you have to call and say that we're obsessed with his looks and that we're gay? Go ahead, Joe. You're on.
Let's.
Coming up on the Opie and Anthony.
No.
Hey.
Oh, I did it again.
Paragraph 3, subsection 4. Did you read the bylaws? Not allowed.
Let me know when it's time to go to break, because I have a really good joke to take us out on.
Well.
We don't want to announce that.
I think if that time was to come, what would it sound like?
I'd probably say something like, it's not that we don't like Brad Pitt, it's just that we don't like his parents, Arm and Peach.
That's what he's talking about. O&A Uncut and Live, continuing the show on XM Satellite Radio starting at 9 a.m. Eastern. Visit xmradio.com to subscribe.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
Get ready for another meltdown. Get ready for another meltdown.
What now?
Sweetie?
You're listening to the Opie and Anthony Show. And
yes.
I know it happened about 2 hours ago, but think about what you said about 2 hours ago.
Naked girl. We want a naked girl in the studio. Just to come in, not even be on mic. Not even be on mic. Just come in, remove all of her clothing. Everything. Down to not a stitch. And then take her clothes and put them back on. And I will hand her $100. That's it. That's all I want to do. Just to show that we can have a naked girl in this studio without any problem. She won't talk. We won't talk about her. Won't describe her body. Won't do anything. Just take the clothes off, put them back on, and leave with $100.
This just in, a communique from Tom Chiusano. Tom, and I quote, "No nudity. Rule is company policy. His job is to enforce it."
You
3, 2, 1.
Why? Do you understand that is a part of being a guy and a part of what this type of radio is doing that? And through these, I'm trying to work this out diplomatically through what would they call baby steps, by just bringing a girl in and then having her leave without anything happening, just to kind of show that it's possible. Why can't company policy be challenged? Why can't it be talked about and discussed and maybe changed or reined back a little bit? Why is it zero tolerance? Nothing worse in this country than zero tolerance. Why?
And I go back to a phone call that I received, talking about this and that about the radio show, and this person got very mad at me personally because he told us to go talk to the lawyers, and we didn't set up the meeting with the lawyers fast enough. And my thinking, stupid me, and of course, speaking for Anthony as well, I'm thinking, why would we talk to the lawyers knowing nothing will be accomplished? That is not going to solve the issues we have with doing radio on a commercial platform. So this person got really mad. He goes, I'll set up the meeting for you guys. And he set up the meeting for us, and nothing got accomplished. Except I guess we're allowed to use the word faggot every once in a while now.
This is the tree falling in the forest thing. And if no one's there to hear it, doesn't make a sound. If a nude woman is in the studio and no one acknowledges it, did it go out over the radio? The answer is no. It didn't. If all of a sudden I just go, oh, I owe somebody $100. That's all the listeners hear.
Right.
What is... Let me just go like this. I'm going to turn around right now.
All right.
And go, oh, okay.
Wow, look at that.
Now,
That's really
don't
nice.
say a word.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
And I reach in my pocket. I grab this $100.
Why are you taking $100 out of your... What? Man, what are you doing?
I go over here, and I don't have the 100 anymore. Let's just say...
The $100 just disappeared.
Let's just say I don't have the 100 anymore. Thank you. Now let's say I'm $100 poorer. Did that really hurt anything?
You might want to turn around again. Huh?
All right. Just a little extra for my money. But did that hurt anything? Did that bring down the station?
Did that actually happen?
Did it actually happen? Is another great thing to say right there.
All right. I see where you're going.
Is it tax deductible on my point? Can I now deduct $100 from my taxes?
I see where you're going. Oh, we are going to be using our imaginations.
Yeah, a little
in the coming days.
Could be. Maybe not.
To show you how ridiculous this is.
Did that hurt one thing? Did it lose a license? Is it going to get an FCC complaint?
Did it happen?
Did it happen? You decide.
Nice.
Jesus.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Lawyer schmoyers.
Can you play the Steve clip?
Oh, where is the Steve singing? The guys...
Tom's chomping at the bit to come in, and there's nothing he could add.
Bunch of comedians.
He doesn't. I know Tom. He doesn't agree with the lawyer crap.
Who, the bit fire extinguisher? Keep him in there.
Would you give $100 for a nude man?
You, Jimmy.
All right, that would...
Please, let me go to the ATM and get the max I can take out for the day.
And time to use your imagination again. Turn around. What do you see?
I said 1 for 100.
Well,
I'm not going to start shelling out.
1,
All
2,
right.
3,
Hold on.
4.
I know. Did I make it too easy? Is that what it is? I made it too simple?
Yeah.
Because I said all they have to do is come up, take their clothes off.
Yeah.
Do not have to get on mic. Don't have to give their name. But the one criteria is I don't want socks or anything. Just completely nude. Put their clothes back on and walk out $100 richer.
Kenny, can you do some escorting? It's getting a little crowded in here.
Yeah.
There goes Kenny to do some escorting. Is he actually escorting? Is Kenny actually in the studio right now?
I'm an escort.
As I pointed. Was I pointing at just air? Who knows at this point? I do know that we're going to have an imaginary orgy on Thursday's show.
You wait.
I don't
You
do
wait.
full service.
Featuring teens, by the way.
Tell them thanks for coming down, but it's already been taken care of. Thank you, Kenny.
Could you play the Steve clip, please?
Yeah, this was Steve. All the guys that work with us are a bunch of smartasses that just love to hang each other out to dry. Steve walked into the production studio. The mic is always on, and he sang a little song.
Ba 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 ba.
Isn't that awful?
What's he say at the end?
He goes like, all right.
Ba 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 ba.
No, all right.
Well, Drew Boogie took that very simple clip. Once again, Anthony.
Yep. Here it is.
Ba 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 ba
And Drew is set up in the corner over there. Turn around. You can see him over there, Anthony. He's all set up with his turntables, and he wants to try something with that clip.
Yep.
So, Drew, if you're ready, go ahead.
I love it. It's making me feel better. That's terrible. I'm sorry. I didn't hear the end there. That's terrible. I'm sorry. Wow, I think you have a hit. I think you have a hit.
Good job, Drew, in the corner. Good job. I can't believe you pulled that off live, too. Who wants to hear it again?
That'd be fantastic. Sorry. That's a hit.
And again! You will be happy!
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Again! Ah!
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
I really wanted this the Syrian president.
I want to be happy. Okay, more time.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
By the way, that's going to be on opieandanthony.com in the very near future.
What is?
Huh?
What is?
This.
That's terrible. I'm sorry. Cute song.
You're listening to The Future of Radio.
I just want to be happy.
I'm sorry.
That song was really great.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
Ba 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 ba
One more, but it's the last one. This is getting ridiculous.
What, the song?
No.
Oh.
There's another guest.
Everybody! Jimmy, what about you?
Look good at all? Does it at least look good? I'll pay for one more. Making deals with Kenny, sorry. Kenny's like the front man, the point man.
I understand. We're back with the Opie and Anthony Show. The ONA virus spreading across America. Yeah, I see where you're going here, Anthony.
Yes. I said I would give $100 to I don't even remember kind of how I put it, but it was to a girl that came down, took all her clothes off, every stitch, didn't have to say anything or do anything. This is a first, pretty much, because we didn't demand anything of her except that. Put the clothes back on and leave. Because there's some kind of rule in place that says that we cannot have naked women in our studio.
It's company policy.
Company policy. So I'm like, what is it going to hurt? So I figure we'll take the most innocent thing, because it's the radio. It's not television. So if she doesn't say anything, and I just hand her the $100, and we look at her. We don't even comment on it, what she looks like or anything when she's naked. And just leaves after she's done. Puts her clothes on and leaves. How is that hurting anything? How is that
and jeopardizing the license or an FCC fine or a violation or something. But for some reason, they have a problem with it. But I already said it, so now girls have shown up. Some we sent away, but Kenny has told me there is something that maybe is worth another $100.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you better...
Waiting outside.
Well, not waiting outside anymore. You better turn around.
All right. Don't say anything, anybody. If you blow this, I'll personally dump out and then punch somebody.
All right.
Just don't say anything.
Can I just say nice?
You could not say anything because I know you.
Nice.
Just, would you leave it alone? All right. And just pardon me.
You better
some
get up.
Things take a little time.
You better get up.
And
it's getting up. He's because it's radio. I got to explain. You're reaching into your pocket.
It is taking its toll. All right. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know where you came from. Just that too, right there. Yes. Just adhering to the rules that I put forward. It's a little detail, but it has to be everything. No, you can't say that, Kenny.
Is Anthony talking to himself? You decide.
That's good. All right. Now, put yourself back the way you were when you came into the studio. And thank you. Kenny, give her this and take her out into the green room when she's ready.
And now back to the program.
There you go. What did that do?
Huh?
Did that just blow up the station? Did that just revoke the license? There's nothing wrong with that.
Guys, tell me what we could do to help you guys out.
Let us do that.
Guys, we want to help you. What could we do to make the show better?
And slowly, perhaps.
And why haven't you talked to the lawyers yet?
Slowly,
I don't know.
They could give their name, or they could say hi. Or something. Slowly, I'm hoping this can turn into something that will show the people in charge that this isn't going to blow up the station.
The answers are right in front of your face.
Yeah.
They really are.
Right there.
Time to start thinking out of the box.
And
dopes.
What's considered nude technically? I mean, is like if somebody keeps a hat on.
Nude? Yeah. Well... I don't even want to say it.
Well, according to the newsstands, as long as you have a little not even a little, just a little minute dot.
A dot.
I call it a dot, not a pasty, like I can't even explain, like a hole puncher dot.
I don't even want that.
And then the woman is clothed officially, according to the newsstands.
Let's hypothetically say, did you see something a few minutes ago? That is what I consider nude. Could have been talking about something on the internet or anything that I pointed to. Not anything live or anything.
I noticed something.
Not a plastic explosive or anything. Doctor's orders.
I noticed something.
Yeah, what?
It's very cold in the studio today.
Yeah, for how cold it is outside, maybe there should be a little more heat. Okay.
So, Kenny, please turn up the heat.
Notice that.
Is Kenny actually walking to a thermostat?
Of course he is.
You decide.
He's hair like the heat miser. He doesn't need to.
Oh.
Just rub his hands together.
All right.
It's 1 degree hotter in here. His hair bursts into flames, reaches combustion point.
Guys, we really want to help you. What could we do? Great opportunity yesterday during the Super Bowl. I said it earlier.
Oh, yes.
Promoted the local news show here in New York. What about one lousy 15-second promo spot for the Opie and Anthony show? That would have been huge.
What happened, Jimmy? You are really in a...
I'm sorry.
By the way, you're in my worst nightmare right now.
Why?
Oh, my God.
This is one of the worst possible things that could happen.
I was in the bathroom, and they have the wax set up for stupid. And it's a warm thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we've all touched candle wax before.
Yep.
So I'm sorry, I don't know your name? Nicole. I said Nicole.
Candle wax is fun because when you're a kid and you have a candle burning, a big candle, and you dip the tip of your finger into the little pool of wax and let it dry, and you'd peel off like your fingerprint. Or you'd peel it off of your hand, and it would be gone once you peeled it off.
Well, this is honey wax, so I touched it with my pinky, And it's a little warm, and I let it, and then I'm like rubbing it off of my finger. It's stuck to like 5 of my fingers. I didn't realize that this wax is different. It's not in any of the crooks.
Oh, God.
But I asked her I wanted to feel it. I'd never been waxed, so I said put a little bit on my arm, but I didn't know they did it with a stick.
Can I see the wax?
They do it like a tongue depressor or something?
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt.
No, it doesn't hurt, but it's sticky to the point where I hate sticky. Sticky drive me crazy. No.
It's not that bad because you know it's wax.
And if it gets in like the crook of your elbow where you bend it and then feel it's sticky in there, or any of the joints of your fingers, or the worst was behind the knee. Some idiot at some birthday party as a kid would always spill Coca-Cola on a chair. Oh, God, that's freaking me out. Opie's just grabbing it. It's all over his hand. It's all sticky.
Oh, by the way,
Roll your fist up, so you get it sticky like that, because I got it in here, too.
No, this is what I do. Tap, 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 tap on the board. Tap, 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 tap on the board.
Every button.
Tap, 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 tap on the board with my waxy fingers.
Oh.
It's not going to...
Listen.
Oh. No. How sticky is that?
It's bad, dude. It's I've never felt.
Oh God, it's like gum. It's like chewing gum is on the tips of your fingers. And now is it in the joints?
La la la. Push all the buttons on the board. La la la.
You're not going to ingratiate yourself with the staff here by pressing the board buttons with your sticky fingers. Oh, God, is that a mess?
Look at my...
Dude, that's going to be different. Yeah, that's good. Give him a dry paper towel.
He gives him a dry paper towel. It's like he's been tar and feathered, you dolt.
It's difference if it's wet or if it's dry.
All right, listen, we got to get E-Rock waxed. Someone explain... oh, my God.
I believe there was a UFC bet.
Oh, yeah.
E-Rock's gay, and his life partner's been complaining.
Yeah. And
what does this do?
E-Rock lost. There you go. And the... I'm really getting creeped out. Now the paper towel is stuck to his hand in a way that you could tell his whole hand is just a sticky mess.
Hey, I want to get my eyebrows waxed off.
No, don't do that, do you?
Oh, no, it takes 6 weeks to grow back. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Look
got
like
an HBO show to prepare for. Hey, so hurry up. We got to explain this because we're leaving soon.
So,
maybe for good.
Iraq lost the bet.
Right.
So the loser has to get a Brazilian bikini wax. Now, you know what this entails. Brazilian girls wear very revealing bikinis. They're thong-type bikinis, so the front and back has to be devoid of hair, or else it'll look all messy. So they wax it. So E-Rock is going to get that exact same waxing, both front and back, to remove any unruly hair.
And what there was a bet?
Yeah, some kind of a bet.
I'm part of the show, and I don't even know what the bet was.
It was on the UFC. E-Rock bet that Silva would lose.
Right.
To who I'm spacing on right now?
Travis Lutter.
The winner.
Yes. And Silva won. So E-Rock gets waxed.
So did Crocop, by the way.
I must crush you.
All right.
Okay, now what does this briefly entail?
Pain.
A little pain. Nice.
Pain.
And you spread some of this honey wax on with a stick.
Yep. Going against, with the hair grain.
With the hair grain. And then, because I've seen this done on TV. And then what do you use? You use some kind of a papery thing?
Yeah, it's like a little bit stronger than a paper towel, and it just grabs the hair.
It grabs the hair, and they push it and kind of rub it so it really sticks. And then you pull it in the opposite direction of the grain. Opie, wash your hand. You're freaking me out. I can't take
Kenny, pull up my sleeve, will you?
Pull it up, Kenny, quickly.
By the way, I have no hands-free at this point.
No.
Dude, is that
you
stickier than you thought?
So sticky.
It's awful.
I can't get this thing.
Where do you have
Can
to
you pull this thing off my hand?
Pull it off.
When I was in construction, sometimes I'd touch a 2x4 that sap was coming out of, and there's no getting that off you.
Nope.
It is just, you got to spray like WD-40 on you and to get it off that way. But it would get in the crooks of your joints, and just I'd lose my mind. Lose my mind.
Speaking of sap, Eric?
Yes. No, that was good.
All right, Eric.
Sap.
So, Eric, you lost the bet. You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, so do what you got to do.
All right,
He's
here
in
we
the
go.
bathroom that we started the show from.
All right, where are we starting? Kind of the front of the thong area?
Where do you want to start first?
Just pull your pants down, stupid. Get started.
Yeah, he's got to start.
Take your shirt and cover.
Okay. We don't care.
Cover.
Jesus, we've seen vaginas before.
Quick, go to break.
And Nicole,
I can't believe you got to give E-Rock $100 today, Ann.
Oh, no, he doesn't count.
Yeah, he hasn't lost any weight in his chest. That certainly does.
That does not count.
Look at Shy. Stop being shy, you sissy.
Sam is with his camera.
Of course he
It's now an erotic video.
Yeah.
A moronic video.
Yeah.
He's now I guess where would you wax? Steve's turning his head in disgust because it's not his type of guy.
Steve's a size queen. Oh, wait, you're not unclipped.
Where would you do it? Like in the front? Are you talking like the crease of where the leg meets body?
Yeah.
Area? Okay, that's got to be done. And then up above a little bit, I would guess has to be. Brazilian is
gone.
Wherever you would.
Brazilian is everything that is covered by that type of bathing attire.
Yep.
All right, let's go.
Holy Jesus!
Let's go. Let's get it going.
Yep.
All right. Yep. Let her rip.
Is this Tony's daughter?
Yeah, Tony from Rivoli's.
Rivoli's fantastic place, by the way.
Tom's River, right?
Yes.
Been there.
His daughter?
What's up? Headphones? Who needs them?
Oh, she wears gloves. She's putting on black gloves.
You need them?
She's putting on black gloves so it doesn't stick to her hands.
Derek wants headphones and eye protection.
By the way, Tony makes nice daughters.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
10 years.
Is there a risk when you pull hair off that somebody could bleed?
Yes.
All right. That's awesome.
Is there anything you can do to make that happen more often?
It's not going to rip your skin off. It's just when you're pulling the hair out, it's,
right.
It's in there.
You're pulling it out by the root.
All right.
Yep.
Hey, by the way, everyone's talking about the Super Bowl today, so how about that?
Yeah, some game.
It's amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Chicago.
Yeah, I was rooting for Chicago.
Yeah.
Sports curses.
All right, we're relaxed.
In fact,
wait, what's going on? Kind of talk us through this. What's the procedure?
Not bad.
He's not that
Eric
hairy?
is bending over a pedestal that we've positioned in the bathroom with a little.
And she's saying he's not that bad.
they're in a bathroom.
He's not really messy.
No.
Not very
On
hairy?
your chest.
What's that?
Do you have a lot of hair on your chest?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
What a man.
Chest would hurt more.
Shut up.
All right, should we give him chest?
We might have to just give a swipe on the chest. Let's
No, swipe
go
on.
Brazilian first.
Yeah, one Brazilian swipe.
Quickly.
One Brazilian swipe, and then we go to the chest.
Wait, did you already put it on there?
How? All right, wait.
No, not yet.
Look at me. How much do you have here?
Some. There's
Better
than
you
the
shave?
back.
Did you shave
No,
before
I
yours?
just
That way it
don't-
wouldn't hurt as much?
I just haven't grown much.
All right, you
He's
can't
11.
describe it, you
God.
silly gooses.
All right, hold on. How about this? Put it on before you pull it off. Just put it on. Then before you pull it off, tell us when it's on.
Yeah.
But smear it in where two halves might meet.
Yeah, really
Hey.
get a good one.
What's her name?
Nicole.
Nicole.
Yes.
Don't really describe anything. We know what's going on. Just make him scream. That's all we care about.
Is the wax being applied?
It's going right now.
Okay.
How about she leaves it on there? She leaves it on there and then does his chest, and he'll have that sticky stuff down his pants all day. How about? Hold on, Nicole, before you pull it.
Okay. Give me
Now,
one more minute.
Do you want to make him? Do you want to make him just?
It'll still be sticky.
You think so?
Yeah.
Because once you pull it off, I get my arm, it's gone. How about she gives one pull and leaves the rest?
Hot. It's
What's
hot.
wrong, Eric?
No, it's
hot.
not.
You're telling me.
No, it's not.
Putting the strip on.
Okay, the strip's going on.
And here we go.
Let's listen.
Ain't gonna hurt.
It's not gonna hurt.
Ready?
That wasn't that bad.
Yeah. It's not.
All right. Try again on the other side, and then make sure she leaves it. Just have her leave it.
Yes, but tell her. Hold on.
Oh, she's got headphones. Mm-hmm. Okay, here's the gag.
What are you writing?
Hand her that note.
What are you writing?
Don't let anyone see it. Nicole, just spread this where I put on the note. And once it's spread there, tell him to pull his trousers up, and you're going to do the chest. Good idea. It's awful. Get it off. Get it off.
E-Rock, what's going on?
She's applying the wax.
All right, just say that.
Yeah.
Nicole, you know where to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Is it there?
It's there.
Give it a second. Now, I think you should do the chest.
Yeah, do the chest.
E-Rock, do the chest.
Do the chest.
Yeah, so just leave it
Yeah.
right there.
All right, pull
your pants up.
Pull your pants up, E-Rock. Pull your pants up. Pull your pants up.
Oh, crap, my shirt's stuck to my ass.
Ow.
Just pull your pants up, dummy. You gotta walk around like that all day.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Oh, it's horrible.
Did you put it where I said to put it, Nicole?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Very good.
Wow.
Right there.
Oh, that's really
I have a
amazing.
little extra for you too.
Oh, you're beautiful.
Okay. All
right.
right. Pants up?
Yeah. Let's do his.
All right, do his chest.
chest.
Take your shirt off, E-Rock.
Oh, it certainly is.
Oh,
I think you're still allowed to say that to a guy on the radio. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah.
Take your shirt off.
Wow.
Let me see how hairy his chest is.
Yeah, kind of poke out a little bit over here.
Wow.
Oh,
What
God,
fantastic definition.
There's nothing there. Jesus.
Hey, he lost weight, though.
Yeah, he does. He looks he looks good for a fat girl.
All right.
Trying to suck his gut in because she's pretty.
Yeah, what are you doing, E-Rock? I'm sucking it in.
Oh, he sat down. What are you, dumb?
Oh, God.
Why did you sit down?
Oh, my God.
Oh.
You're better off sitting after a month in prison than you are after what she just did.
Must have squished out like space food.
Looking at Eric's body.
It's glued together.
All right, let's just...
All right.
It's got the hair and consistency of a marshmallow.
Eric, he's now topless, and his chest and his belly button makes it look like his chest is whistling.
Oh, the open belly button, the stupid nipple eyes. Big pink areolas he has. Makes me sick. There are babies crying right now.
All right, Nicole is applying the wax. See, we really needed Bill to win this contest. He's the hairy mess.
Yeah.
E-Rock is unusually smooth.
Unhairy-like.
Oh, hey! Whoa! Wait a minute!
Oh, he had a curse. E-Rock.
You know what?
Cursed.
Al, you get that?
To get that
All
out.
right, listen, this is what happened.
What do you say, Al?
Bleeding.
All right, listen. He's bleeding. Listen, Al did the right thing. He dumped out right at the time that she pulled off the strip.
Yeah.
E-Rock, you know what that means, right?
What?
We got to get one for the radio. You
Yep.
cursed.
One for the radio, one for safety.
One for safety because you cursed and no one heard the reaction, which was brilliant, by the way.
Make it just as good as the first one.
All right.
No sympathy.
E-Rock, you don't curse. You're good. She yanked that off and he screamed and cursed.
It's red, too. His chest is red.
Oh, it'll bleed. He'll get these little blotches of blood.
All right,
He's
E-Rock.
ready for a good tea.
Hold on. Are we ready in there?
Yeah.
All right, this is for the radio. Here we go.
Squish it on good.
All right, squish on good. Here we go. Did I hear a curse?
He cursed again.
I think I heard a curse.
Idiot.
Steve saying, yeah, Steve, a curse?
He cursed.
Why did
Under
you...
his breath, I heard a curse.
One more time. Why would you curse again?
Someone on WCKG saying, yes, he cursed.
How about
Great.
Nicole? Can you get it
Wait a
down
minute,
by
how would
the
you-
I'm going to get him to
dumped
curse
out.
one more time for you guys.
down by the pinkish area of his chest?
All right, here we go. E-Rock.
No cursing,
No
E-Rock.
cursing, E-Rock. What's wrong with you? You know
What
how
do
to
you say, Al?
You know how to do radio.
Well,
There, no curse. Woman.
All right, here we go. Are we ready?
yeah.
All right. Self-control, man.
Yeah, no cursing.
Have some pride.
What's wrong with you?
She's rubbing it on. Shh. Here we go.
Ow! Oh, what?
Did he
what?
Did he think something inappropriate?
Wait, what?
Can I get that last strip off?
Get the last strip off.
Let's strip off.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, poor boy.
All right, hold on.
Oh, God. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You might be down for the count.
That really... And he's all sticky back... back by the...
the shed.
Yeah, a lot of people want to know
the back patio.
A lot of people want to know what bet Nicole lost. Well, you know, she's got to finish the job, E-Rock. You can't, you know, you got a lovely girlfriend. She doesn't want to see you like that.
I might as well even it out.
All right, even it out there, Nicole. Rivoli's, Tom's River, great place. The O&A Pest go there all the time.
Go there. Got a little party coming up soon, the middle of this month.
There you go.
Going to go down there, stop off, and then continue the journey down to Atlantic City.
How's the Italian food in that place?
E-Rock?
Yeah.
Nicole, we ready to even it out here?
Ready.
All right, here we go. Don't curse, or we do another one. I think that was too close to a curse. Anyone else with me on that?
He's in such pain, he's bubbling out saliva.
Yeah, he's gurgling.
All right.
Just doing one more.
Oh, this one's going to hurt. It's near the shoulder blade.
That wasn't that bad.
All right.
Oh, you're getting cocky. How about under the arms?
Oh, that wasn't too bad, huh?
Under the arms.
How about the armpit?
You ever done an armpit?
That hurts.
Old piggy pits.
That'll hurt you.
Give him an armpit.
E-Rock, you up for an armpit?
Now, Nicole, here's what you do. You put it under the armpit and then close his arm and make him leave it there.
Yeah, but the armpit noise would be unbelievable.
Yeah, do one armpit.
Do one armpit
Right,
and then the other one.
And then the other one.
E-Rock, you up for an armpit?
Sure.
E-Rock's a trooper.
All right.
All right, we're going for an
My
armpit.
hand stuck to my pants.
Ow.
Wait.
Ow.
Just do one. Wait. You got to put the goop on both and then not.
E-Rock,
The second.
Yeah.
I'm making a deal with you. If you curse,
Yeah.
we do the hair on your head.
Jesus, okay. He took it like past fun into sadistic. We get your parents and we kill them.
The Minibox car.
Gas your family.
Remember, E-Rock, don't worry, be happy. All right, here we go. This is armpit. She's applying the wax.
Here it comes.
Nicole, why don't you apply the wax to the other one, too?
Yep.
Are you sure?
100%. We
Yeah,
can be
just
sure.
put the wax on both.
Keep both arms up, E-Rock. This is going to be quick and painless.
Come on.
Poor Eric.
Hurry up. We got to leave the show in a minute
Yeah.
here. This terrific show we did today.
Yes. Bang up.
How about that Prince, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, he
yes,
sang
Super
their
Bowl.
song.
Great.
Anyone else get the impression that he was just winging it up there?
Yeah, I didn't really.
I didn't see it.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us when you're ready.
1 second.
Oh, boy. Right.
She's doing both, right?
Yeah. I hear it. Just sounds sticky.
Oh, she's pressing really. This is.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Oh, my God. Wait. Are you sure? This is the showstopper.
Oh, E-Rock's breathing. Put the mic by E-Rock's mouth. He's breathing heavy.
E-Rock, you cursed.
He fell off the toilet. He's crumpled in the toilet.
What is it, hanging there? What is?
When he did that,
What?
his other arm shot down when he did that. So now his arm is semi glued to his.
All right, might as well just leave that there. I guess we're out of time. Put your shirt back on.
Let's hear it for E-Rock.
Yeah, E-Rock.
The video will be up on YouTube. And if you're going to be checking out videos today, don't forget Anthony trying to install Vista. He installed it into his shredder, and the video is taking over the world today. It's on the front page of Break.com if you haven't checked it out yet.
No.
What?
No.
Oh, he's going to do the other one? Yes. Oh, hell yeah.
I just kind of want to leave it there.
Yeah,
Leave it there.
I know, but the
This is
noise
going to hurt.
We.
Oh! Kind of got in the way.
He's kicking things. All right, with that, we leave you with this today. E-Rock, you all right?
Oh, yeah. He's crying.
He is crying. He's got tears.
Oh, no.
He's got
Oh,
tears.
E-Rock.
All right, we'll get a full report tomorrow.
Leave the rest on. Leave the rest on.
God forbid we tease something for tomorrow's show, but we'll talk to E-Rock tomorrow about what just happened. We leave you with this today. We'll see you guys over at XM.
Oh, wow. That sounded horrific. Anytime Oh, this is stupid, ridiculous. stuck to your hand.
I want to thank Rivoli from Tom's River.
Thank you.
They are the most vile, despicable human beings in the country. Creeps, ankle-biter.
Obviously, the strength is their ability to turn mistruth into something people would believe.
Wow, how long is this guy going to continue to babble and say nothing?
All day long. Shut up. All right, here we go.
Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's worse than I imagined.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
We are a bunch of dopes.
I think we're lewd.
We're probably pushing 20 arrests because of this radio show.
Out of touch cornballs.
3 retards.
We have the effect of Tylenol PM.
Opie.
You know I could have been a model.
Anthony.
I'm gay.
James Norton.
I like yogurt.
Robert Reed.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Second half of the show begins With me trying to put the headphones on.
With one hand, because your other hand is still sticky from all the wax from that honey wax.
We just left a mess over there in more ways than one.
Good.
Right about now, they're having a meeting in an office somewhere going, I think they're going crazy. I think they're going crazy.
Where's E-Rock? The stupid ass cheeks stuck together.
Oh, his ass. That's got to be
where is E-Rock?
One of the most horrible feelings. His ass cheeks are glued together.
How you feeling, E-Rock?
Sticky.
You know, for the first time...
my jacket with your ass hands?
Your ass hand.
For the first time...
He kicks the chair away.
It happened today. I actually felt sorry for E-Rock. When they took your arm hair off, your armpit hair off...
Take a seat. No, that's all right.
Now, what happened? She took a bunch of that honey wax, put it up your ass crack?
Yeah.
From where to where?
From, like the left cheek all the way down under.
Under taint to your taint.
Yeah, right
so
there.
It wiped over your asshole and everything.
Just next to it.
Just next to it. Okay, on the side. And then you made you pull your pants up, so you now have your ass cheeks welded together with this shit.
And the boxers are forming to my ass as we speak. It's like crazy glue,
dude. Let me tell you something. I came in here complaining about my hand. This is leading somewhere. My hand, because I was messing around with the wax to freak out Anthony because he hates sticky things. Look, look at it.
I can't.
Does it just drive you nuts? My fingers are like.
But look at it.
I know it's like pulling apart. It's grabbing and then like snapping apart.
And Jimmy's got the same thing happening with his hand.
Wait, open your arm. When Ope opens his hand, it looks like the type of graphics like in The Grudge. Like
where they move all choppy, like a certain producer used to move.
But anyway, so I'm really bummed out. I don't know how to get this off my freaking hand, right? I can't imagine what you're going through with your ass cheeks stuck together.
That and my left arm pretty much glued to the side.
Oh,
it's
no.
stuck and ruined a shirt.
How bad? Have you ever felt worse pain than the armpit hair being ripped off?
I think
wow, he's got to think about it.
The icy...
Oh, the icy hot thing? Yeah.
When you take a shit, it's going to be like a Play-Doh Fun Factory. It's going to like squeeze out in the shape of something around that.
It's going to spray all over his legs and
honey
stuff.
wax.
It's going to have to try to find a way out. So it's going to be just
so it's going to be squeezing out like his ball bag. It's going to run underneath like a conduit from his asshole, and it's going to come shooting out the front of his balls. His balls will lift up and shit will come out.
Yeah. Hey, E-Rock, poor goof, could you do a couple jumping jacks?
Oh, come
on. Just watch your tits jiggle, sweetie.
Yeah, nothing to do with the wax. We just want to see you do some.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
This is a first.
Shut up.
The hair's kind of pulling a little.
The arm's coming loose, but it's pulling hair, but the bottom is still staying closed. So it's like stretching skin that won't move.
Your asshole is still stuck together. What is your chest was waxed? Is it bleeding at all? Did it get all...
Oh my God! She didn't do that side.
Oh, it's all red. She left like she left one tit hairy.
Did she go home?
She said, "You can take care of the rest," right? Took the stuff and left.
Yeah, she was deeply
use a razor.
So,
you got to get that off your hand with something.
I don't know what to do.
I had Kenny get lemon. Try some lemon, because that lemon
will work.
The acidity might.
She said Neosporin is what takes all this off.
Neosporin?
And that and one of those loofah sponges.
Well, let's get some Neosporin.
That's right, and loofah each other. A bunch of men.
Would you loofah my honey wax?
Well, someone from their phone is saying nail polish remover. Great.
Oh, that's good. Acetone.
Exactly. Travis.
Hydrochloric acid.
Damn, you got me. You're just a little too quick for me. All right, listen.
Also got to cover something from Friday, a leftover from Friday.
Yeah.
Of course, went out with all the guys Friday. Went out to lunch.
I was too sick to join you guys.
I know. And there was one little orphan, one little person that took it so fucking personally that he wasn't personally invited. What I said was, here is exactly what I said. Paid staff is cordially invited to go out to lunch Friday after work.
You didn't invite anyone personally. You just made
I made a blanket statement. I'm not going to sit there and fucking. What is this? What is this? A school party in the 3rd grade? You're invited. You're invited. I said paid staff is cordially invited to go out and have lunch down at Rue.
And I believe you said it on the air.
Yeah.
You might even be able to pull the tape.
Yeah, it was just is everybody that's involved with the show except for the interns. They got to kind of earn their keep, and I'm not fucking buying them lunch or hanging out with them.
Nah.
Not even a financial thing as much as it is. Ugh.
How
just
many
want to hang out with them.
How many interns do we have?
I don't even know.
No one took them to lunch?
Maybe one.
Fuck them. How many do we have?
1 or 2, maybe.
About 6.
All right. Well, okay.
All right. Good.
I'm just curious.
Good for them. Well,
you Jew motherfucker. Okay.
Our own Bill.
Of all people?
Wasn't there for lunch. So I don't fucking sit. I'm not the kind of guy that's going to go, Where's Bill? We can't start yet. Bill's not here. I just assumed Bill was busy and had something else to do. I find out later that Bill was upset, insulted, fucking snubbed that I didn't invite him to fucking lunch. They made a to-do about it to the point that somebody brought it to my attention.
It has nothing to do with you. It was just that...
It had something to do with me because you made it seem like I didn't personally invite you.
No.
So what I did then was we all left in a gaggle here, got into the elevator and went to lunch, and you just stood there because you didn't get a personal invite?
No, I just thought that... Well, first of all, I thought someone on the staff would just say, hey, we're going to lunch. I just see everyone leave. I'm like, oh, where'd everyone go?
Everyone left because I said everyone will go to lunch.
I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. That's my fault,
Oh, my
I guess.
God.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So then I had to now feel guilty because Bill thought I was an asshole.
I wouldn't expect you to.
You don't feel guilty ever.
I wouldn't expect you to invite me. It was just
but I did. That's just it. I then got this feeling like you thought I was some kind of an asshole.
No.
Snubbing you.
I thought it was. I would expect just the staff to say, hey, we're going to lunch. But everyone just left.
Oh, now he's blaming you guys. Oh, Danny?
Dude, Bill, fuck off. If we're all going to lunch, I just like Ann, I'm not looking around, seeing who's in the group walking over and being, oh, wait, guys, hold up. Let's not cross the street yet. Bill's not here.
I guarantee that no one even knows.
Fuck you, blaming shit on Go fuck yourself.
Fuck you, Stan.
Because he's a fucking asshole. And then, I need help. No, fuck him. I needed help on Saturday for Patrice O'Neill because, there's 2 separate studios and I can't run back and forth from studio to studio.
Right.
So I had Bill asked me on Monday, oh, if you need help, I'll help you out. And I said, all right, that's cool. So he was mad that I didn't grab him, to go to lunch. And then I get a text that says, yeah, something came up. I'm not going to be able to make it on Saturday. And then he tried playing it off later that it was just a joke. That was just me being wacky and goofy. But you just don't get my humor because I'm a genius.
Oh shit! Oh, Bill,
comment.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Bill
I just wanted to piss you off because I knew and you freaked out.
Congratulations, it worked.
Stan wrote me a little note. He goes, maybe you guys can eat just the 2 of you. Stan, go fuck yourself.
How about a candlelit table at the Parker? Get a room ready.
I have nothing against you, Bill. I was then under this impression that you thought I was a dick for not inviting you.
No, it's nothing with you.
And
I think you're a dick for purposely doing it when you knew I was going to be away.
I did.
Oh, good move.
Jimmy's not around. Fuck him.
Because I would have eaten a lot.
He eats too much.
I order food, just throw it on the floor.
It wasn't even the food. I enjoy going out with a bunch of guys that like to drink at noon. It was like the second it hit noon, everyone's like beer and wine.
But as soon as Danny and Bill are going at it, did you see the rest of these fucking animals just run in and rub their hands together?
I know the jackals and hyenas gather around for some scraps. I just love it.
So,
go ahead.
I'm sorry, right. So Bill didn't help you out, Dan?
No. Yeah. He eventually came in. The text I got from him after that first one says, oh, you know what? I'll just watch the UFC fight there. So, he eventually did come in.
Oh, he showed up?
But
I was always going to come in. If I break a promise, I'm going to tell you face to face. I wouldn't text it.
Ooh. Oh. You wouldn't text it.
Well, why do you have to start shit in the first place, Bill?
I was irrationally mad for like a half hour, and then I went home and felt good.
See, he was mad. You were mad.
But not at you.
You had to be mad at me because I was the guy that invited everybody. So if you weren't invited or felt you weren't invited, then you were mad at me.
I don't know. I get irrational sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, Bill, you're saying that you were mad when you sent Danny that text. I would have been mad, too, if I felt snubbed. But at least if you were pissed off, you was telling him, fuck you, I'm not coming in Saturday.
You're a fucking instigator.
But, I mean, is that accurate, though? Because I would be mad. If my feelings get hurt, no man wants to say his feelings are hurt. Cause
it was more along the lines of, I knew Danny would freak out at the moment he saw that, and he did.
So why take it out on me?
I shouldn't have.
Yeah, you got issues.
Wow. What you missed is
because I heard Danny over the phone on Eric, and he was like, "Fuck him, fuck that guy." I'm like, "Oh shit, Danny's real mad." So that's when I took back. I'm like, "Oh,
fuck him."
Fuck you, Bill.
Ooh,
you missed all the fun and shenanigans because E-Rock wound up getting a Post-it note put on his back that was there for the millennium. It was there. It just said "fat" with an arrow on it. It was genius. Simple, fat, and the waitress saw it every time she walked by. The waitress, like his back was facing the restaurant, so it's on his back, and she passed him by. So when they were leaving, when all of us were leaving, the waitress actually went up to Eric and said, "I'm sorry, I noticed it, but I didn't know what to do about it." And Eric still didn't know what was going on.
He still had it on.
He still had it on, so he's like, kind of looked at her like she was saying some strange cryptic thing and just walked out with "fat" and an arrow on it.
Please tell me you ordered a sundae. A big, messy dessert.
But the Post-it note story gets worse. Because after I left here, I was online at the bank.
Yeah. Oh, that thing
and
was on
had
the whole
no
time.
idea until I was looking, the teller's doing something. I'm seeing myself in the black and white monitor that's on the back. And I see this little square, and now I'm turning my shirt around. And there had to have been at least 15 people right behind me online, and I had to see it in the monitor with a little Post-it note saying, "fat."
Next time, get one that says, "I got a gun," when you know he's going to the bank.
Yeah, so I missed the shenanigans and hijinks.
Gentlemen.
Oh, my loss.
Yeah.
Gentlemen.
What?
Gentlemen.
Nothing.
By the way, free lunch. By the way, the cleanup from the other show, Al dumped out of one of the fucks that didn't happen. What a dummy.
A fuck that didn't happen?
How many times you curse, E-Rock?
I think twice, right?
Twice. That was it. It was twice?
Yes.
Then I'm the dummy. When was the second time?
The second time was the second waxing. The first waxing he let out of like, fuck.
Right.
And the second one he went, fuck.
Yeah.
It was like a low fuck.
He mumbled it after his.
He did say twice.
All right.
Look at the pandas, how cute.
I know. How great would a truck be backing over one of their little spines?
By the way,
panda guts.
That blood would show up great on that white fur.
One of the guys that walks with us, he said that the girl, after we got off the elevator, she was in tears.
You made her cry?
I didn't mean to.
Good for you.
Why? What'd you do?
We were all getting on the elevator, and once we got on, the doors were ready to shut.
No, Jimmy and I got on the elevator, and like Kenny, I guess, there was three of us. See, every day at around 9:10, this place is a long line for the elevators. But we were lucky that no one was in the lobby, so Jimmy, myself, and Kenny got on right away.
Yep.
And then we're like, well, obviously we got to wait for Ann. He's like 5 steps behind us, so we wait for you. We go, Ann, hurry up. And then a couple more guys come on from the show. I'm like, all right. And I'm like, push, close doors, close doors.
Door closed.
At the last second, a girl reaches her arm in and stops the elevator doors from closing. So I'm like, all right, whatever, it happens. So she gets on, right? And now the doors are ready to close again. And she sticks her arm out the elevator to open them again to let her one more person come on. At that point, I had it. I kicked the elevator.
Yeah, you went like, damn it!
And I kicked it as hard as I could. You didn't see
I didn't know what that was about. I didn't realize it was somebody got in the elevator. I was facing away trying to fart.
It was because the door was shutting.
So right
like
under the
it
buttons.
was his 5th time shutting.
Right under the buttons, I had it, and I kicked as hard as I can. I think I dented the elevator and said, damn it! Like, fuck!
She was, like, all upset.
She got
like, timid face.
What happened? You want to go on the radio, or are you allowed to? No? Yes? Maybe so? No? He says that she was pretty upset. But I was just frustrated at that point.
I thought it was a bit.
No, it was
it was a
then
I'm thinking, no, Jimmy does bits on the elevator. Other guys will do a bit on the elevator. Opie, it's serious. He's pissed. He's upsetting this girl.
It was a real reaction. I was just frustrated. It just opened up like one too many times.
Fuck her.
Hey, by the way, we beat up Free FM pretty good today, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was terrific. And I was getting emails from the gang in Washington.
The gang? The Crips? The Bloods? Which one? Latin Kings?
The XM gang in Washington.
Oh, they're toughs.
They were listening down there in Washington.
They're like the orphans.
They were thinking, oh my God, this stuff is hilarious. They're like, keep it up. We're laughing our balls off.
I bet you are.
People are gathering around the radios down here because they think this is hilarious that you guys are losing your mind.
Laughing all the way to the poorhouse.
What?
Taking a jab at him.
Why? What happened?
Nothing.
Who's poor?
Just saying.
Did you get an email saying we need more cheese from the rats?
We need a rat update.
They're running the joint up there.
But they thought it was hilarious because we're beating
all
up.
the channels are changing. It's the cheese channel.
Yeah.
You start noticing the rats are taking over when it's like the Gouda channel, the Swiss channel.
Instead of baseball, you just get 24 hours of...
It's a real
How to
problem
get cheese
there.
out of a trap.
Whiskers XL.
Whiskers is an XL channel.
But they were having
where they just tell stories. It's just called Rat Tales.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
Okay, terrific.
Okay, terrific. So, this is the point I'm making. It's leading to something, okay? So they're writing emails going, this is hilarious because they love when we beat up on regular radio because that makes satellite radio look so great, right? Oh, satellite's great. You can do anything.
It's satellite. There's no rules.
There's no rules.
We don't want to pay attention to the rules.
There's no rules, and that's why they were enjoying our little show today down in Washington. Because they love when we beat up on regular radio, right? And we're talking about the naked girls. That's a brilliant bit, by the way. Imagining that there are naked girls in the studio, that's going to drive them nuts. You watch.
Imagining.
They're going to sit us down and go, you can't do that anymore. You watch. You watch.
You watch.
Invisible people is against FCC rules.
Invisible people.
That's what they're going to say. You watch.
Invisible people.
We know how this is going to end.
There's going to be a naked girl in that studio every fucking day.
Every day now.
Every day. And they're going to slowly start doing stuff.
Right. And by the way, because you're privy to this little inside talk here, we're just going to make believe from now on. Yep. We're not even going to set it up like we did today. From now on, it's going to be like, oh my God, look what's going on behind you, Aunt.
Yep.
All right?
Have fun.
Can I tell you one suggestion, too? What's going to happen is Tom's going to catch on, and he'll tell the lawyers, now don't worry, there's no one up there. You should get a stripper, like one of the headquarters chicks to come in.
Well, that's where we trick them.
Okay. Not do anything.
Oh, yeah.
Just be there.
Mm-hmm.
Then he'll run in like an ass, or Manelli will run in.
I want someone to run in like an ass because they think all hell's breaking loose. They run in and see that it's just us dopes doing our radio show. Absolutely. But here's the point I'm making. So XM just loving the fact we're beating up commercial radio today, right? Well, guess what? It's your turn, XM.
Now it's your turn.
You motherfuckers.
Because it can't possibly be us.
And it's going to be worse because we can curse over here.
Yeah.
What were we going to do later on this week on the Opie and Anthony show? I'll wait. Someone call up the show.
We promoted it.
What we were going to do.
We promoted it. We were very excited about it. We talked it up. We had everything arranged, in line, organized, ready to go. This was going to be a bit that was going to be fun, exciting, a little titillating, creative, involved the staff. It had all the features, Opie.
Oh, yeah, it did.
All the features. And we promoted it like crazy.
See, they were laughing. Oh, they're laughing and laughing and laughing down there in Washington. Laughing and laughing.
Oh, just laughing.
Well, you guys are just as bad.
What was the bit?
Here's the promo of the bit.
The Opie and Anthony Show is always looking to stretch the limits of human endurance. So from deep within the womb of O&A Labs comes So Your Pussy's Got Talent. The Opie and Anthony Show is going to stretch, stuff, and maybe even staple a lucky vagina. How far can one pussy go?
Eric, run! Run, you pussy!
Find out soon on the Opie and Anthony Show.
Guess what? We will not be finding out soon because they said no to So Your Pussy's Got Talent down there in Washington.
The whole gist of this was a girl comes in. She's already set up and arranged. Porn star chick or whatever. She has a vagina.
Yeah.
Strangely enough. And the staff then comes up with creative things to do with her vagina. One of which was some kind of ink thing and do vagina ink blots and then try to interpret them. Another one, my favorite, Danny's, the
Goldberg. Rube Goldberg?
Yeah, the Rube Goldberg machine. Where a marble drops and hits a teeter-totter that pulls a string and does dominoes. And then a little rubber finger at the end of the whole thing goes forward into her pussy.
Yeah.
Just a knuckle deep.
And then I remember Louis C.K. amended that and said that she should just be in the middle of it. She shouldn't even be the end.
Yeah, shouldn't even be the end. Just part of the contraption.
Pokes her pussy and her head hits something which keeps it going.
They were going to do I'm looking at the ideas now, a Diet Coke and Mentos vagina fountain.
Now, even if they didn't want to do that because of something, fine. But something like the Wii remote, where you take a remote from a Wii game and she puts it in her pussy and has to play tennis with somebody else.
Ooh.
That's fantastic.
Looking
great. Warm water, like a douche, and food coloring. That's totally harmless. You put it in her vagina with an egg and try to color it like an Easter egg. I'll use her as a vagina Easter egg coloring machine.
You can color and rot the egg at the same time.
Well, I like the paper vagina football myself.
Yeah, goalpost is inserted into the vagina. Paint the yard markers on her stomach and chest, and you play paper football. And then you got to, score over her vagina.
Fill it with water and see how long the goldfish stays alive inside.
Well, okay.
I'm just moving on to other ideas here. Dip it in a dish of soap and have it blow bubbles.
That's cool. See if she can't get like a little film of soap over the opening and then blow a queef out and blow bubbles with it. That'd be great. But the XM lawyers,
the same people that were laughing, thinking we were so funny beating up on regular radio today, said no to So Your Vagina or So Your Pussy Has Talent.
Why?
Exactly. Why?
Exactly.
No answer. No answer. No answer.
Let's do it anyway.
Last I looked,
That's what I said.
Last I looked, there's no rules on satellite radio.
I say do it anyway. What's the problem?
Exactly. They're all. You know what their problem was? They're nervous about the water drinking dead woman incident.
Oh, fuck them.
What is a vagina holding a fucking controller? There's nothing going into this woman's vagina that is going to hurt her.
Yeah.
That she hasn't had up there already. That it's not nothing even as big as a cock is going in there. A Wii controller, a fucking Blackmagic marker. Fucking Blackmagic marker. Felt tip pen. Fucking Blackmagic marker. Favorite line.
So they're just as fucked up over here.
Get the shot!
Let's do it anyway.
They're just as fucked up over here. So, we had a show meeting, which, by the way, the other side of this Opie and Anthony thing, Free FM, they don't think we actually prepare or do show meetings, but we do them over here, and that's why you think we're just going home, because you don't see us after this show.
Oh,
we stay over here. How many times do we have to go back and forth between studios? We do meet after the show. Over here, not over there.
Right.
You had best unfuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and shut down your neck.
Right.
So,
fuck yourself.
So we go, Steve, get in here. The executive producer of the Opie and Anthony show.
Right.
And we got Steve in here. And we said, call the lawyer.
Call
right now,
him.
While we're doing our little post-show meeting. Oh, we got the audio of Ant and I losing our minds as Steve's talking to the lawyer.
Because, as you know, the mics are usually on in here, even when meetings are going on.
Yep.
Unless we decide we want them off.
Yep. Yep. This is no bit. This is actual
We told
audio.
I didn't even realize. I thought, people thought we could pull it from Pal Talk. And it's like, wow, was that being recorded or anything? It's like, no. Oh, fuck, wait, it was. And then we realized we could pull the tape of it.
Yeah.
But this is what was going on behind the scenes when we were having a meeting.
So it's a post-show meeting. The whole gang's in here, and we're going over, getting kind of excited about So Your Pussy's Got Talent.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's on the tape, but then Steve tells us, guess what, we can't do that anymore. And we get the lawyer on the phone. Steve's on his little cell phone. You can't hear the lawyer, but you have Steve trying to reason with the lawyer, and Ant and I, especially Ant, losing his mind behind the scenes. Here you go. Lawyers attempt to squash So Your Pussy's Got Talent.
Is that pussy contest? Is that completely off the table, or are there just certain things we're not? They don't.
We want to know why.
Okay.
Why?
I want to know why.
I can't hear this.
Goldfish.
Can we put him on speaker?
Is he a new lawyer?
They're not putting goldfish.
So it's totally about.
All right. It could be changed.
Can we change the activities involved, or is it just the fact that we want to do it to a woman's vagina?
It would amount to no more than something being placed in a vagina that is no more harmful than a dildo.
This is what we have to deal with. I'm so glad we have this. This is what you have to deal with if you want to do radio in the year 2007. I don't give a shit if it's on regular radio or satellite radio.
Yeah, this is us in meeting mode.
This is the shit we got to deal with.
How we have to present ourselves like fucking children.
And as the weeks and months go by, they take a little more away from you, a little more away from you. In general, XM has been pretty good, but this one is like, what are you guys doing? Don't start going down this road.
No brainer.
The goldfish you can understand because they might say, well, there's an animal thing. Like there might be a reason.
There's a few of them.
But the rest of it, it's like, what the fuck's the problem?
If there's anything dangerous, then I'm fine by saying we'll move on, go for something else. If it just entails her putting something up her pussy, I see no problem with it. But
I'm glad
the lawyers
you brought that up, because then this next track, what's wrong with douche and food coloring?
Yeah, okay.
We want to know what we can do.
What about douche and food coloring? Douche and food coloring would be a liquid of certain color that isn't a chemical that's harmful.
How's that?
Fuck.
Why don't we just get an EMT?
Slingshot in the pussy.
We've had EMTs up here before.
Anything. The wee thing is so fucking harmless. It's playing a game. She'd have something up.
Wax is hot wax on the entire nether region.
People do that. It's legal. Fuck, they do it everywhere. People pay to have it done.
Yeah, we're doing it at CBS, so that's cool.
Yeah. Fuck you. We're doing it at CBS.
More of our frustration.
Yeah, I got a little angry.
I say you do it anyway.
We're just warming up. It gets really good here. Steve, what could we do to this girl's twat? A committee makes these decisions. Obviously, a merger.
Yeah, this just dumbfounded me.
Here we go.
This is where I really get pissed because we want to talk to the individual responsible for telling us we can't do this, and here's the answer we get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know.
God damn it!
What can we do to this girl's twat that I have a problem with?
Pass the buck.
Right.
Who's the guy?
Who's the guy making?
Who's the guy that says yes or no? What's his name?
It's a committee.
A committee.
Fuck out of here.
All right, forget it.
George Glass. I mean, is it really
George Glass
to do things to a naked girl that's got them upset? I mean, they had to give you some indication as to what.
When's the merger happening?
Yeah, when's the fucking merger with Sirius? Because obviously we can't do shit because there's going to be a merger. Keep everything safe and on the QT. It's satellite radio, for God's sake.
You guys are way too paranoid.
We're paranoid.
Paranoid?
We're paranoid that we can't do bits. We're paranoid that we can't do bits. Don't do them, but don't be paranoid that you can't.
I think someone else is paranoid.
Holy fuck. We're not going to have some woman drink water till she drops dead.
Go screw.
We have a woman with a fucking pussy that believe me, she's put worse in it than we can dream up.
Go have sex in a church. Fucker.
Still there? Alright.
Steve's trying to talk to him. We're just cursing at him.
No, why? At this point, we have FU money, so it doesn't matter.
You do?
Well,
trust me, the next one
never have enough.
Trust me, the next one's going to be a doozy.
You don't have a mortgage yet.
Yeah, I don't have.
Me and Jimmy do.
You better give me a mortgage soon.
You can rent forever.
That's right. And then we asked for ELO.
Yeah.
Tell Eric Logan we're fucking pissed. If he still works there. Who the fuck knows? Tell Mel Karmazin we're pissed. The new owner. Cocksucker.
So, can you get back to me at least today? And let me know what the issue is and what we can do. We've had naked women up here doing each other with dildos.
It's satellite.
No, but I mean, what about a big dildo? We've done that before.
Yeah. How about a girl with a penis? Ooh, it's so unnatural.
I mean, we've had girls stick.
Maybe if we were doing stuff with some guy's hairy ass, you guys would understand.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that one got approved.
2 men fucking each other.
Approved. Sounds fine.
But it's hot. It's hot.
What was the reason they were giving us to this stuff?
No reason.
No reason.
That's just it. It's a committee, so you can't even call out one guy. There's no accountability here. There's no. Give me the guy. Put the guy that said no on the phone, because I want to talk to him as to why a woman can't take a Wii controller, which is no bigger than a fucking dildo, shove it up her twat, and play a game with it. It's a committee.
That's more corporate bullshit.
Committee means there's no one you're fucking talking to.
No accountability whatsoever.
No one you're talking to. You mean to tell me the lawyer brought to a committee in plain fucking dirt street language.
I would love to
what
see
we
that.
want to do. That's bullshit. Do you guys want to do a promotion that involves a certain part of the woman's, because it's a committee, you know.
And they got to be careful because they don't want to get in trouble with HR.
No, that can't be done. None of that. Whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but no.
Where's Elo?
Where is Elo? Elo's the mysterious thing, Eric Logan. I want Logan on the phone in 10 minutes or 10 times as many cock pictures delivered to him as you did.
Made it easy for him. Jesus.
What?
He's going to call in 11 minutes now.
He loves the dick. The man loves cock.
Here's the last bit of us listening as Steve talks to the lawyers.
Committee. Yeah, what a pass the buck thing that is. There's no guy. All right, who's the guy that says no? Put him on the phone. We'll talk to him. Oh, it's a committee. That's the easiest way to fucking just blow it off.
It's a group of people. It's a group of people that decides. It's the whole we for we thing has them all fucking paranoid.
Oh, too bad.
What? Of somebody getting hurt, of there being prosecuted, of there being some kind of freaking lawsuit involved. It's not going to.
Ew. She's putting a fucking something smaller than what she usually has up her pussy. It's a porn star, right?
Yeah.
She's fucking been fucked by like jackhammers, and they're worried about a fucking magic marker, felt-tip pen. Fucking black magic marker. I've watched Pulp Fiction about 80 times this week. Sorry, people. I keep using that every time magic marker comes up. I even did it at home.
Yeah. So that's what we're up against.
Yeah.
It's happening at both places. Just when XM in Washington thought, look, they're beating up regular radio.
That's great.
Well, you're doing the same thing.
We wanted to do that. Why can't we have a girl come in here and just... Like, the ink blot thing is so... What, are you afraid of ink? All right, we'll use something... Vegetable dye. Is that okay? What's wrong with a girl coming in, putting some kind of vegetable dye on her pussy lips, squatting on a piece of paper, and us giggling about what it fucking looks like and passing it around saying it looks like, two fucking people fucking each other.
Well, how about that water-soluble paint that little children use, hand paint, that little kids use?
Yeah, that you can eat.
Yeah.
And then Jimmy can eat it.
That's right. I say you do it anyway. That's my opinion. What are they going to do? What are they going to do?
That's what I say, too. We get her in here, we paint her up, throw her on some paper, we bring in a Wii, we have her play some video games with it.
That's right.
I know what we need. Ba 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 ba
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Gut busting, ab crunching.
Boy, how bad can it get?
Have you seen a man eat his own head?
Yes.
Now you'll get used to it.
Anthony spent $300 on fags.
Ass clown.
Anthony.
This is the freakiest show I've ever been party to.
It should be illegal.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You guys suck!
All that talk is crazy.
Bunch of dopes.
I don't even.
I need the "Don't Worry, Be Happy" to Steve version on my little thing. Hey, do we have the Tyra clip on here yet?
No, that one.
Oh, okay, but we had it at the other joint. Yeah. All right, very good. A couple things, but they went away. Some guy got a sign up in front of where Tyra tapes in L.A. saying Tyra Banks is a big fat pig.
Oh, really?
Guy was on hold for like an hour and a half. We never got to him this morning because we were just bitching and complaining.
Did she?
And now that we bitched and complained, people are jumping on the bandwagon and saying that's all we do, which is so stupid. I can't even tell you.
It's all we do.
Don't make me start doing math problems again.
It's all we do.
By the way, can I say who made me laugh today? Who I actually enjoyed?
Yeah,
was the awful Linda Stacy from the New York Post.
Really? You have a love-hate relationship with her.
I don't even hate her because she trashed our show. I just hated the way she did it. But this one, she trashed rules of engagement. And she gave it absolutely no stars. Not just no stars, absolutely no stars. It's a David Spade show, and I've learned to really hate David Spade.
Yeah.
Because he bumped me one time at the Improv and tried to be cunty and fucking condescending. And, yeah, in L.A., so I'll never like him again. And she just smashes it. Just smashes it. But just how unfunny it is. Not because it was mean or...
Are you digging her?
No, I'm not. But I just...
Sounds like you're digging her these days.
I just don't like David Spade. And I don't like his fucking Comedy Central show where he takes... What did they say? What's the poster, Than?
No,
he does something with Tinseltown.
The showbiz show he does?
Yeah, some awful safe target shit attacking Tinseltown.
Tinseltown.
Look out, guys. Tinseltown's getting a good attacking.
Last time it was called Tinseltown.
Yeah.
Tearing Tinseltown a new one.
A new one.
Tearing Tinseltown a new one. How fucking... I say that and my neck hair stands up.
You have neck hair?
Yes.
Let's wax it.
Oh, I don't think so, Opie. That would hurt and I'd yell curses.
But I thought we didn't do enough show prep.
Tearing Tinseltown a new one.
Sorry, I'm just
What,
reading
sweetie, what's
all
the matter?
kinds of contradictory... yeah.
Well, is someone complaining about the show? Cares.
New York Radio message board is on our case again. Fucking assholes.
Why?
Because they're jealous.
You get opinions from people that were in radio years ago or wannabes who are just starting in the business or other people who were in the business for a short period of time. And they get to comment on your job and what you do for a living on a daily basis as if they actually have some kind of insight on what you do on a daily basis. And it's really entertaining to read through how you don't do enough show prep, do too much show prep, have too many people in the studio, not enough people, how it's too much like the old show, which is irrelevant now.
Oh, my God. Other
how
people...
it's not enough like the old show.
Thank you. Yeah,
I mean, no, but it's just all contradictory crap. So if you... and some stuff that obviously a program director is reading.
But the beautiful thing is, New York Radio Message Board has been wrong about everything that I've read. They've been wrong about. Some of them are smart guys, but like when this whole controversy in 2002 happened, booted off the air, follow the money, they'll be back on. They were wrong about everything.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Let me see.
Oh, good. Although you're jealous, Devin. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah-da-da-da. I think it's part of the in fact, that the fact that they are on XM and Free FM is a small part of why their numbers are low, in my opinion. Well, that doesn't explain a place like maybe Buffalo, where we're doing very well in. Boston.
Well, maybe they're saying that in some cases, in some markets, the XM people are spending a lot of... are buying a lot of XM, so that's affecting the ratings. Maybe they're saying that.
I think it's a part of the problem, but not because New York people are listening to XM instead of Free FM. But dividing the show in half, I think dividing the show in half and their attention along with it is a mistake. There's this feeling that their on-air version of O&A Light, while the full version of the show is unedited on XM version, starts at 9. XM gives them the option of deferring bits or comments until later, rather than being forced to creatively get the things over the air over at CBS. Let me tell you something, Alan Sniffen. Rather than being forced to creatively get things over on the air at CBS, we defer them to here. We say, you know something? We can't get it on the air over there, so let's just do it over here. We're forced to do...
Yeah.
Is that us?
Certain things you could never
I would
cover.
love if that was our fault and not the fault of fuckwad lawyers that won't allow us to do dick shit anywhere at this point.
What he's not understanding is certain bits like that you defer to XM, the way radio is right now, you couldn't do them clean over there. You couldn't do them clean because the subject matter, no matter how you address it, they won't allow you to make fun of. There's certain things you just can't touch over there.
CBS has no choice with this setup. O&A were picked up by XM first. They're locked in. Some of the tension on the show used to have where they were trying to say or do things isn't there, in part because they know they could do these things on XM later. No, we would try to do them on CBS first. It's not even like we can try to work our way around things anymore. We're shut down immediately. It's not even like it used to be, let's get a girl up into the studio. We'll have her, wrong. Wait, what? It used to be we could say, let's have a girl. She'll take her clothes off. We'll take this cigarette. She'll put it in, let's just say, a place and start smoking the cigarette while she's still able to talk as the cigarette is being smoked, if you know what I mean.
That's what we do tomorrow on the show, by the way.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen tomorrow.
The invisible person version.
That's right. It's going to smoke cigarettes out of her cunt.
Ghost radio.
See, Alan's got it wrong. Alan has it wrong. It's not that we sit there and make this a conscious decision to not do it over there because we can do it here. The power to do anything over there has been taken away. Now, you might say, well, then why the fuck did you go over there? Why did you make the decision to do that? Things changed so quickly in radio that I didn't have a clue that we would be restricted this much. We are trying our fuckedest to do a radio show over there that would be compelling, entertaining, spontaneous, provocative, just all those things that everyone likes to talk about the old show was. I listened to some of the old NEW tapes here on XM. We play them in Best Of.
We're playing a lot of them, especially in the 11 o'clock hour.
And I say, when did we do this on XM? Because there's no fucking way this went out over the regular airwaves, when indeed it did go out over the regular airwaves. They have locked down 20-fold to what the FCC says isn't allowed. The company then took it 20 times past that to not allow you to do shit. That's what happened, Alan Sniffen of the New York Radio Message Board. That's what happened. I mean, fucking Mike Siciliano and Phil and Harvey and Rob and Harvey and Rob and Harvey and Rob going back and forth, arguing a point.
All right, well, one of the pests needs to send the audio of this to Alan Sniffen.
It's Alan Sniffen. I'm going to talk about what happened to the Opie and Anthony show on CBS Radio.
Just part of the audio where Anthony explains exactly what happened, not his version.
It would be lovely if we could do a lot more over there. What we have to do over there is stick to a guideline of material that is allowed, not so much by the FCC, which still, believe it or not, does have a gray area that we know that we could adhere to, but we're not allowed. Because corporate policy now overrides FCC policy so many more times over.
Yep.
We're not allowed to do certain things because corporate says so, not FCC. They don't even want to come close to the FCC anymore. This is the equivalent of putting a fucking life preserver on your kid in the car on the way to the fucking beach. That they don't even want you getting that close. Don't even fucking Get close to the edge. Enough. Here's what I have to say. I listened to Opie and Anthony's break about what we were talking about them, their CBS show, and not open, big, open. And what they were saying is that they're not allowed to do some of the things. What are you doing?
It's a callback.
What are you doing, Asian girl?
Right.
Stop kissing me.
Thanks for working in my callback.
And what they're doing, wow, you should floss more often. It's Alan Smith, and make sure you floss. Yeah, that's the deal. You could crucify us and say, oh well, then why'd you take the gig? Honestly, I
like doing the gig over there.
I like doing the gig.
I like being frustrated. I like trying to work my way around it. I like to show the people how painful it is to be back on regular radio. It also allows us to do things we wouldn't be able to do if we're just on XM at this point, like our comedy show.
It's not.
That's going to hit 10 cities in another month or two.
It's not 99, 2000 though anymore. It's not.
Right.
Radio is completely different. There is no. That's why when there's shock jocks, there's no shock jock genre anymore. It's not allowed. It's not permitted. The term is fucking dinosaur. It's like using the word hippie. It's just old fucking hat. So we go over there on a daily basis and put on a show that we hope is interesting and funny and compelling based on material that's out there. Popular culture, things like that. But there's no bringing a naked broad in and shoving shit in her. There's no fucking taking girls and taking their clothes off and taking a wiffle ball bat to them. That shit's done. It's gone. It's fucking ancient history.
Can't even do it over here?
No. Can't. They're worried about lawsuits.
Right.
That's the position we're in. That's the position that radio is in.
Well, you guys.
So as I'm not a radio insider, I'm a fan of radio. Mike, as Mike says, always have been, always will be. Wow, you're like fucking 7-Up. Never had it, never will. I lurk around these boards to hear about the inner workings of radio from people who I wish I was part of. What? I studied radio in school, wanted a career behind the microphone, but because of issues that are irrelevant here, it just didn't pan out. They are relevant, you stupid cunt, Mike. The relevant fact is you never fucking were on the radio, were you?
Never had the balls to take the
Either
shot.
the balls or the fucking talent, you douchebag, but now you're going to spell out why we suck. Well, go ahead. Congratulations, WCWP radio alumni class of 95, Michael Siciliano.
Fucking wannabe.
You wannabe fucking
alumni.
dick. You wannabe fucking no one.
What did he spin the gospel hour on Sunday mornings?
He wishes. He never got into radio, and that's irrelevant. Why don't you tell us why you didn't?
Hopefully it was because he had tongue cancer.
Didn't have the balls? Didn't want to leave town? Didn't want to leave your best gal, your family, or you just fucking sucked on the air? But now you're going to critique a show that's been on for a dozen fucking years?
That took the chances, weren't scared.
Go ahead,
Got
Mike.
fired twice.
Mike Siciliano.
Said goodbye to their families to chase a dream. You didn't have the balls to go for it, did you, Mike?
Go ahead.
Did you, Mike?
Go to put NYRMB, New York Radio Message Board. Put that in a search. It'll take you to the New York Radio Message Board.
Oh, he's going to shut down.
You got to register. No, you got to register.
He always does.
I'm not getting to that. Wait a minute. I'm not even saying post. Just put your little mouse icon over Mike's name, and his email address will pop up on the bottom. And let him know how you fucking feel with cock pictures. Send Mike cock pictures. Let him know why he isn't in radio.
And we'll be just fine in the end. We're reinventing ourselves.
Of course, we constantly are. We have to.
We always have.
This stupid business.
This is the same show that used to play a lot of music. We're reinventing
remember?
ourselves, but showing you the frustration of what's going on.
It's frustrating. It
That's
is.
all.
When the likes of a Mike Siciliano, who fucking pontificates, and his first line is about how he wanted to be in radio but isn't. But he went to school for it.
You know, I wanted to be an astronaut.
Yeah.
But I didn't go for it. But I'm going to tell you all about landing on the moon.
You know, do you critique the way Michael Collins flew the ship, or do you just realize he did it and I couldn't?
Yeah. I read all the fucking shit. I read books. I fucking watched Discovery Channel. Yeah. I know what pretty much a lot of the stuff does up there.
And I fired a rocket once, a little one.
I shot off an Estes rocket.
Yeah.
That qualifies me. I wanted to do it. I didn't do it.
That's pretty much the same thing as what Michael's getting away with.
So now let me tell you why Michael Collins is a fucking asshole for the way he flew the command module.
Right. A little heavy on the brake.
Yeah.
What?
That docking was a little rough.
Yeah.
I think you could have made it a little easier. I like these 1969 references we're making. Ugh.
Why was there wind on the moon?
Enough. There wasn't.
Yeah,
It was a stick holding up the flag.
No.
I saw it on the History Channel.
Oh,
this
it was
weekend.
not.
There was wind.
Plus, they
And
have
shadows. There's no shadows on the moon.
Sure there are.
No, they're not.
Why wouldn't there be?
There are shadows.
Sure
Sun's
there
there.
No, there really aren't.
The sun hits it.
No.
As a matter of fact,
You're doing the conspiracy theory
Earth's
guy.
shadow is on the moon. That's why there's a half a moon, because the Earth's shadow is hitting the moon.
No. It's not how it
Is
works.
that why?
It's blocking the moon, yeah.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's the moon's own shadow.
That's right.
I hate to tell you that.
The moon can't have its own shadow.
It has its own shadow.
No.
Yeah, it bounces off the big mirror up there.
When the
Where's Dr. Kaku?
Where's
Michio Kaku?
Getting Michio Kaku. Because, see, it's called an eclipse.
Cranky.
Either way, when the moon's shadow is cast on the Earth or the Earth's shadow is cast on the moon, it's either a solar eclipse or a lunar eclipse, depending on which way it is. The solar eclipse happens when the moon's shadow is cast on the Earth. A lunar eclipse is the other way, and it gives the moon like a reddish tinge.
Okay,
to
but
it.
the Earth's shadow can be cast on the moon.
Yeah, but
that's what I'm saying.
It makes an eclipse. No, you're not. You're trying to get out of it now. Because a moon, when you see a half moon, that is the position of the sun is hitting the moon from that side. So you're only seeing the side that's lit up by the sun. See?
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, then I'm wrong about that. But the fact, okay, that's
Give me
fine.
a flashlight and a tennis ball.
No.
I'll do it third
I'm
grader
sure
style.
I'm sure you're correct. my point was that a shadow can be cast on the moon, though.
Yeah, it's rare, but it's called a lunar eclipse, and it's more of a red. It looks reddish instead of just a pure shadow like that completely blocks out the moon when you
Where's
see like
Dr. Kaku?
I'm right
Why
here.
do we not? He lives near me.
He lives near you.
Dr. Kaku.
Dr. Cuckoo.
He writes nothing but good books. He's really smart.
And you eat them.
Oh, I do. I told him I liked his book in the elevator. He finally talked nice to me.
He did?
Yeah, he's just he's afraid
really
of me.
Cool.
I'm like, I got your book, Beyond Einstein. He goes, oh, you should read this one. It's my new one. I'm like, okay, and I got off.
Ew. Did you have him sign it?
No, I should, though.
You should.
You will.
You will. Yeah, you will.
I want a picture with him.
Jimmy?
Yes, sir?
He's famous.
We're very
smart.
We're very tense in here today.
Why?
And I know you like comics.
I do. They always make me laugh.
So I figured I would hand over this comic that made me chuckle today.
All right, Opie.
Here you go. Jimmy's seeing it for the first time. There you go.
Hold on, it's in the
All right. All right,
one.
then.
It's a political one.
Well, read it.
It's got to soak in.
I can't even do the bit. I can't even do it. I can't even do it.
It's a good cartoon, though,
yeah,
isn't
it's really funny to a reporter. And he's standing there with that little gopher. And the reporter says, and this is funny, reporter says, another entry into the crowded race for the presidential nomination today, and the little what's the animal? It's a groundhog, and he's got his little groundhog arms in the air, and he's wearing a hat. It says Phil 2008. It's Puxatawny Phil.
Oh, of course it is. It's Groundhog's Day.
I have such a loathing for Puxatawny Phil.
Oh,
that I can't even do the bit. I hate him so much. I love animals, and I want to rip his stomach open with a knife. I want to rip Puxatawny Phil's stomach open.
They're not a cute animal. Either.
I just hate his name.
Puxatawny Phil. It is annoying just to say.
I'd rather have my girlfriend fuck a black guy than nuzzle with Puxatawny Phil.
All right.
Let's try to get back on track and back to fun. F-U-C-K. I mean F-U-N.
There was another guy that called, and he went away too. He had his girlfriend say "Chubby Bunny" as she was blowing.
Oh,
I think we need to do that on the radio.
Hold on. Who says I'm wrong? Why am I wrong? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
You are wrong. About the moon?
No, I know I'm right about that. About the terminology, though, I think as a lunar eclipse is when, and then a solar eclipse is the sun. All right,
Chris.
But good. Chris.
Michio Kaku?
Chris.
Yeah, what's happening?
Why am I wrong, sir?
Yeah, well, a lunar eclipse is when the moon completely blocks out the sun. God damn it, the Earth completely blocks out the moon. Whereas we normally just see half the moon. It's because the Earth is casting a shadow.
No, a half a moon is not the Earth's shadow.
I'm right about that.
Dude, no, you're wrong. A half a moon and a quarter moon and the phases of the moon is not the Earth's shadow on the moon.
Then what else is causing the shadow?
It's the moon's own shadow. Take a tennis ball.
All right,
take a flashlight.
Let's get a flashlight and a tennis ball.
Here's what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a little fucking a little astronomy here. This is how it works. And picture in your mind, if you will, a tennis ball and a flashlight.
Got it.
Now shine the flashlight on the tennis ball. You got it?
Got it.
Does the entire tennis ball light up? Or just the side that is facing the flashlight?
Then what would be keeping this other side from showing to the moon, to the sun?
Dude, because the sun's in one spot. The sun is only in one place. So the rays of the sun, it's hitting the moon and lighting up only half of it. When we see a full moon, a full bright moon, it is the sun hitting the moon directly like behind you. The sun would then be hitting behind you and hitting the moon. Now, the moon does not go in an orbit around the Earth's equator. So every time it goes around to the further side of the Earth, it's not blocking the sun. The moon spins around different axes of the Earth. So it can be hit by the sun. You will see a full moon without the shadow of the Earth being in the way.
It's the shadow of the Earth.
It's not the shadow of the Earth.
Shadow of the...
It's not the shadow of the Earth.
Wait.
Good. I got a flashlight.
No, I'm sure that this experiment will work.
And I got a Ron and Fez bouncy ball. Will this work?
Yes, that'll work.
A tennis ball. You sure?
Please. Yes, and that'll be Earth. Oh, cool. Okay.
Wait, here you go.
Oh, good.
Whoa!
No, I need the moon.
All right, here.
Okay.
How come the Earth is all... Blow the Earth up. It looks like shit.
Here's the Earth, and here's the moon.
I can't see.
Now... Here's
turn the lights off. All right, let's get into this.
Let's say you're here, right?
Okay.
It's nighttime.
Well, it's
now,
almost nighttime.
Now, if the sun was shining like this, and the moon is here,
all right.
Obviously there's no light getting there because it's one line. It's a straight line. But the moon doesn't necessarily revolve around the Earth on its equator. It sometimes is up here.
Right.
Now the rays from the sun hit it, and look. That's a full moon.
Stay where you are.
Yep.
Lower the moon and lower the sun and the moon a little bit.
Yeah,
there you go.
But
right
that
there.
doesn't have. That's an eclipse. That is not a phase of that. But now look. We come around this way, and look. Now you're only getting a piece of the light is hitting the moon. That's a quarter moon. See? It depends on where the moon is.
In relation to the flashlight.
To the flashlight, which is the sun. Now, if the moon is here and it's being hit on the back, this is your new moon. See, no light. No light.
He sounds right.
You
He
can't
knows too
see
much.
anything.
He knows too much. I
Is
don't
he
like him.
arguing too well?
It is the shadow of itself
He's
that
fucking
does the phases.
Arguing too well. He's got fucking a flashlight and he's using props. I said it looks like a shadow because it's black. That's all I knew.
My question is, if he was this smart, why AC
here?
air conditioning for so long?
Marijuana.
Alcoholism.
And, yes, pot, and not so much drinking when I was in high school, but too much pot. I smoked so much pot that I would rather smoke pot than stay in class.
It's a gravity fucking discussion.
No gravity. All right, now
Anthony was right about gravity.
Kevin, how am I completely wrong?
Kev, you're completely wrong because the Earth casts a shadow on the moon. In order for it to be a quarter moon or a half moon, the Earth has to be there.
Dude, it is not the shadow of the Earth on the moon. It is not. It is the shadow of the moon itself.
Wait, Kevin, why do you say that?
Why do I say that? Because there's one dark side of the moon that no one ever sees. That's the part that's always dark and doesn't hit the sun.
Right.
In order for it to be a quarter moon or a half moon, the Earth has to be in the way. That's why it has a crescent shape, because the Earth is in the way of the moon.
No, it's not.
Then again, let me ask you, Anthony, a crescent shape makes sense with a shadow because if the sun was only hitting it partially, wouldn't it be a straight line as opposed to a crescent shape?
No, because of the curve, the Earth, the moon is curved, so it shows up like a curved piece of light hitting, and the part that isn't being hit is the shadow of the moon itself.
I asked you, and I wouldn't say the shadow of the moon, just the lack of sunlight on it.
Or, yes, it could call it a shadow.
Do you hear me trying? Wait, do you hear me trying to pull the cock out of my ass and, agree, even though I think I've been proven wrong. But again, anyone that disagrees with Anthony, I'm just going, yeah, no, you're right. If one person calls, it can be Stalker Patty and go, it is the shadow. And I'm going, she's right, it is.
These people that say I'm completely wrong are so completely wrong. You're just wrong, Kevin.
A bunch of people saying you're wrong?
Can we get a real scientist?
That's why I want Dr. Kaku.
What's that, Kevin?
It just makes sense. It's logical for me to think that in order for there to be a crescent shape...
Oh, no, he's just guessing. I want someone who knows.
They call the dark side of the moon the dark side of the moon. Dude, let me tell you this, too. Let me freak you out on this one, my friend. The dark side of the moon is the dark side of the moon because we never see it. The moon's only one side of the moon is constantly facing the Earth.
Right.
Yeah, that's
because the moon also slowly rotates at the same speed that we would only see the one side. But when we have a new moon, when there's a new moon, which is totally black, the dark side is lit up.
Hey, Kev, what do you do for a living?
I'm actually a college student.
College.
Yeah, he's a college student.
University. I'm in finance. I'm not even in science.
All right,
I'm not. It's not my major or anything.
All right,
It's just logical for me to think that how can the moon have a shadow on itself? I just don't.
How can the moon have a shadow of itself? You think if a light hits a round object, that the whole object lights up?
All right.
Is that what people are fucking thinking? Is that the world I have to live in?
We got info.
Yeah, we certainly do.
That explains it perfectly.
That's actually a better argument than I gave.
All right.
I knew as soon as Anthony started to rotate the ball around the little globe, I'm like, I'm finished.
I started getting depressed going, I'm just dumb.
No, you're not dumb. He's just got a lot of time.
He had a lot of time on his hands.
We're dumb.
To daydream.
More time than we do.
He had a lot of daydreaming time.
The first two sentences really cover the whole thing.
All right.
Lunar phases are the result of our seeing the illuminated half of the moon from different viewing geometries. They are not caused by shadows of the Earth on the moon that occur during a lunar eclipse.
Okay, you're 100% right.
The moon exhibits different phases as the relative geometry of the sun, Earth, and moon change, appearing as a full moon when the sun and moon are on opposite sides of the Earth, and becoming invisible as a new moon, also named dark moon. When they are on the same side. The phase of a full moon and new moon are examples of syzygies.
No way, really?
Which occur when the Earth, moon, and sun lie approximately in a straight line.
Okay.
That's it. It's just... It's a shadow of itself. Don't call me and tell me I'm fucking wrong.
So we'll agree to disagree?
Ooh, fresh.
No.
The talk.
This is what? This is fact.
Oh.
This is some opinion we'll agree to disagree on. What?
I didn't even catch that.
Fucking ass. Not agree to disagree.
Just read out the encyclopedia. All right, well, I guess
we'll agree to disagree. They're all that.
I'm like, all right, well, that sounds right.
So we'll just agree to disagree.
I was ready to say yes, too.
I didn't even catch me how obnoxious that was. An encyclopedia. All right, we'll just have to agree we're going to part ways.
You got that stupid encyclopedia, and I got my brain,
Yeah,
so
I got
we'll
my
agree to
opinions.
disagree.
I got Stan.
Ba 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 That's terrible. I'm sorry. Coming up next on Opie and Anthony, Jim Norton sings
Forget me not, you sightless twat. Your dog just shit on my rug.
Thought that was pretty fucking funny, didn't you?
How's that for a sketch?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
You don't do sketches, stupid. I don't care, 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 I don't care.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
Rocking you through this Monday.
Yeah, whatever. Some dude from their cell phone. Chalk up another win for Professor GED.
I don't have a GED. I never bothered getting one.
I did when I was...
I should, probably.
I dropped out of high school because of the whole rehab thing, like my senior year. And I got sober, and like 2 years later, I was going to Middlesex Community College, and I got my GED after that, like 3 years sober.
Yeah.
GED.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Was it hard?
Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Right. I read about that somewhere.
February 1st.
Some people saying 10 years, but it's a little more than that.
No, it's 20 years.
It's 20 years.
20 fucking years.
My last drink was drug was January 31st of 87.
Wow.
I was 18. So my anniversary is my first sober day.
So when you see like Tara Connor, you probably
Tara Connor.
Oh, you don't watch TV.
Looking for
Damn it.
What's that?
She's the Miss USA thing.
Yeah, Miss USA.
That went into rehab
for like a week.
Donald, stood up for her or whatever.
Yes.
And now she's out of rehab. She spent 31 days in rehab, and now she's she's acting like she's cured.
Was she drinking?
She was.
Well, she hasn't drank in a month.
Oh, I mean, like now.
But I look at this like, wow, wow. you know, it takes a lot longer than a month to
and
get
you can't,
God, yeah.
You can't tell a girl, hey, we're going to take away your crown because you're drinking and, partying in these bars. You're only 20 years old, and we're going to take away your crown and stuff. Oh, please don't do that. And then Donald goes, okay, we're going to let her keep the crown, but she's got to go into rehab. And then she goes into rehab, and that works for her. Like it was everything rehab isn't supposed to be.
She'll be drinking again within a year.
Like
maybe,
she obviously didn't want to go. It was somebody else telling her.
She'll be partying as soon as her crown is done. But she's doing all these interviews now saying how she's cured, and I'm like, wow, that is the wrong impression to give people. It takes a lot longer than one
she should
rehab
be hammered
stint for 31 days.
Next year when she's got to put the crown on the new one's head, she should just be drunk off her ass and kick her in the cunt.
As they say, there is no cure, there is but a daily reprieve. And I remember...
a daily reprieve.
Daily reprieve. And I remember when I went to rehab, I drank in the rehab, and when I came out, I started drinking again immediately.
Immediately? And how long were you in rehab?
30 days. I was forced in because of a wrist slicing thing. So I was fucking 17. I had to go. And they sent me to a place with a psychiatrist because I had to wear hats.
Did any of this sink in? I know you're
in the rehab.
Yeah, but I'm so.
Oh yeah, I changed my life because.
But wait, so you're in rehab because you slit your wrist at 17. But did you know as soon as you got out you were going to start drinking again?
Yeah, I knew in there I didn't want to be there. Like I knew I would drink.
So you
again.
really weren't paying attention to what they were saying.
But I was
just going through the motions.
Yeah, I mean I was listening because I was there. Yeah, some of it did sink in. Like I remembered. What they said, and I would get drunk and talk to my friends about people in rehab, and no one wanted to hear that shit. But I remember I was out drinking and getting high with my friend Chris, and we came home, and my mother knew I was drinking, and she told my grandmother, Jimmy started drinking again, and my grandmother had a plastic coffee cup, and she went... I'm trying to get the clumsy cup drop. Like the cup drop.
Like she was trying to grab onto it, but fumbling with it. She was fumbling it.
She fumbled with a coffee cup.
Fumbled it.
Plastic.
She needed to hold on to something, and that was the only thing around.
Oh,
so she thought it was a light post.
Oh, yeah, it's
so sad. Wow, really? That's something.
We interrupt this program to bring you the ozone midget sighting of the day.
Wow, who saw this coming?
What happened?
Chris in North Carolina.
Yeah, I had a midget sighting.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Tell
us. You're not going to do the little...
Tell us.
Okay. It was a little black midget wearing an Emmett Smith jersey. The little arms outstretched on top of her, holding a shopping cart, pushing it down an aisle.
Oh, an Emmett Smith jersey. Oh, that's funny.
E. Smith, but it's so small they can only put it in EH on it. So it's like, it seems indifferent.
And that's about it, or?
Those little fingers on the shopping cart handle.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, back at the show.
So she's a whore, obviously.
I mean, I pretty much knew that I couldn't. Yeah, I think she is.
Yeah, so.
Don't just smack your lips. Hit that button. You could.
Have a bottle of water, please, from somebody.
Wally in Boston. What's up, Wally?
Yeah, what's up? How you doing?
Good.
Moose, Wally? Yeah. Park is closed. The moose out front should have told you.
What are you saying, asshole?
That's right.
All right.
Hey, Wally, what's up?
What's up, Wally?
Gee, Wally, the guys are going to think I'm a creep or something.
What?
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead, Wally.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey.
What's up, Wally? Hey, how you doing?
Oh, my God, he's talking to the radio. He's talking to the
Wally,
playback.
you just talked to the radio, didn't you?
What?
He's talking to the
bit.
He's talking to the playback. I don't know if it's his bit or he's really stupid.
I like Wally.
I think he's really stupid.
Wally.
Yeah, your mother's stupid. Your mother's stupid.
Why are you talking to the radio, jerk off, when we're on the phone?
What are you talking about? The radio happened to be on. I just lowered it.
Yeah, you answered it, asshat.
We heard you.
All right, yeah.
We heard you. You answered it.
Not.
You answered the same question twice.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what's up, Wally?
You can't get out of this one. You just looked really stupid.
How you doing,
all.
Wally?
It's fine.
Go fuck yourselves.
What do you want, Wally? Why are you calling? Wally was an idiot.
I know.
Why did Wally call?
I hope Wally had to hang up because the doctor's coming to tell him he has cancer.
Gentlemen.
It's cancer-free.
Gentlemen.
Anyone wants to step
Anyone?
forward? No. What? Still no one wants to step forward.
Wasn't working properly on its own.
Huh?
Should this be...
Maybe. I mean...
all right. Everyone, we're going to do a vote. One-handed, not two, one-handed thumbs up or thumbs down. Yes?
Let's have E-Rock tell him.
Or no.
Should we have E-Rock tell him?
Yes.
All right.
E-Rock.
All right, bring E-Rock in here.
This fucking sewed-up asshole, his glued-together asshole.
Get E-Rock.
Yeah. He goes, oh, great, what?
E-Rock.
Why are you changing Opie and Anthony shirts? Didn't you have another color?
The other one was stuck under his armpit with wax.
Yeah, that one had...
what?
That one had wax and hair stuck inside of it.
Are you still sticky? How's your crack?
That's the problem.
How'd you wipe it?
I've become one with my clothing. This stuff's not coming off.
He groans every time he sits down outside.
I hope the only way to get it off is with a load.
Should you just have...
that might segue into our next bit.
Do you want him to just hand that over to him?
Well, I'm thinking.
Just have him hand it over to him and say, you might have lost this.
Oh, There's no real payoff there.
Yeah.
I think it should be done in here.
By a girl. Oh, well, that's what I mean, in here. Well, maybe you should just... No, maybe you should just tell him.
Iraq. Here, pass that over to Iraq.
Give that back.
And let him.
Where was this?
Peruse it a little bit.
Where was
let
this
him look
found?
at it. Look at the name. Look at the,
where was
the
this found?
item. This Friday night, I was out, of course, partying. I was on me, my girlfriend, Than, everybody went out partying. Was hanging out on the Ron and Fez show, both XM and the FM version.
Got rave reviews, by the way.
Had a blast. Had a really good time. It was, reminiscent of the old times. The good times of just hanging out, drinking with the boys. And so we're out at a bar, and Keith the cop calls. There's a problem with the Long Island Railroad. Since I was staying in town, he wanted to know if he could use my Escalade and drive back to Long Island and then come back to drop it back off to me when he comes into work the next day at the hotel. Got no problem with that. So gave him the vehicle. I get a phone call from him. He's very happy because everyone loves to just soak in other people's misery or secrets or anything else. So he tells me he found something in my Escalade. I am the only person that drives my vehicle. My girlfriend has her own vehicle. There is one time each day, twice a day, that somebody else drives my vehicle. The only person that is Master Poe.
All I know is that
Master Poe pulls up.
Yeah,
I pull up behind his car. Mm-hmm. He gets in my truck. He then drives it to the parking garage. Later on in the afternoon, and this is during winter because I don't like walking in the cold. I hate it. He then drives it back where I pick it up here at XM. And he's the only one that drives my vehicle. So Keith found something in there. And it apparently belongs.
Well, why don't we have Keith tell him?
Is Keith?
Yeah, he's online. All
What?
Well, my brother's thinking of changing the name of the restaurant to F.A. Riley's.
Well, so what's the protocol here?
Then just figure out the A word.
All right. What's the protocol here?
Okay.
Do we go to Keith first?
Hi, Keith.
But I don't want Keith to blow the whole
Don't
thing.
blow it yet, Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
Good morning.
Yeah, we want to at some point get other parties here in the studio that aren't in here yet. But,
I understand.
Yeah. So yeah, you took the vehicle and
Right.
found an item.
Right.
Couldn't wait to call everybody.
Called, I think, everybody. Who got a phone call? Holy shit.
Wow. Look at those arms up stiff.
Not only that, Keith has to... We're going to get a little case of Boy Who Cried Wolf if he's not careful, because his message said, call me immediately.
Like, yeah, I know. You got to watch out there, Keith. You make it sound real urgent.
Oh, okay. Well, sometimes things like this, and you find something like this, this person may need this immediately.
Well, when something like this pops up...
Right.
You do...
It's got to suck.
I mean, it was the weekend. It was a Friday night. I mean, you never know. This could be something that's...
I'm sure it was very hard for you to contain this.
Right.
Yeah, I understand.
You go to throw a punch and your arm just dangles like linguine.
Yeah.
Right.
So, Keith, you want to tell him?
Well, I mean,
Where is he? He's in the pole.
There's Master Poe. If you would join us here in the studios, the studio area. Poe, grab a mic, my friend. Poe, first I want to say, and this is honest, from the heart, I do appreciate what you do for me on a daily basis.
So do I, Poe.
Especially in the winter, it is a bitch to walk in the cold. I can't stand the cold. I'm a summer guy. So I appreciate that you take the vehicle to the garage and back.
I couldn't agree more, Anthony.
You're welcome.
Where did Opie go?
Anthony.
Opie's under the console like a bomb shelter, like a kid from the atomic bomb under his desk.
I can't see Opie.
I know he can. He's just dangling limply under there.
Yeah, he's under there.
I'm looking for my contact.
Yeah, you don't wear them. You haven't. You had the surgery years ago.
Poe.
I'm here.
Yeah.
You know I love you, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
How would he know that?
Give me this.
Well, I can't even see him, but
give me this chair.
Okay.
Now, like I said, you take the truck and stuff, and I never really remember.
Mm-hmm.
No, there was I found a cell phone once, but it wasn't yours. Somebody, and I also found an ID once. These are the only things I've ever found in my truck. An ID from I think one of the valet parking guys at the garage at the Borgata or something. But now,
okay,
can you think of anything you might have lost recently?
The only thing I bring is my iPod.
Your iPod.
My gloves.
iPod gloves. What is that, Keith? Shut up. Do you think there's anything else you might have... Is there anything that you recently have gone, where the hell did I put that, and haven't been able to find it?
Don't soft soap this, Anthony.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm trying to just... No?
No.
Nothing's coming to mind.
Mm-mm.
Of something...
Keys? No.
No, not keys, not keys. It would have been something, maybe... Similar. Here's what I'm thinking. You might have gone somewhere.
You're trying to put a key in a lock and...
Yeah, you might have gone somewhere and gone like... And then gone, oh shit, I don't have this.
Right.
So you would have had to go to a location.
Who's paging you?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then... No, huh?
No, nothing comes to mind.
Could have been as easy as a slip of paper. Just a little thing. Well, just an item. No? Nothing coming to mind.
I don't bring paper or books into your car.
No, not books or anything. This was actually a document of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
Of sort. Some type of
with bad handwriting.
Keith?
Yes.
Why don't you just tell Poe what you found?
Well, basically what happened was, like I was getting my receipts together for Kenny from the day's work.
Very good.
Yes.
Organize them alphabetically.
Right, so I was sitting there while my wife was getting some tacos, and I dropped some things on the floor. So when I picked up all the receipts together and I started going through the receipts, one of the things I opened up wasn't mine.
It was there was a name on it. Now I'm not going to say his name,
right?
Because we know Master Poe is Master Poe. It's his business if he wants his real name out there or not, and I don't think he does. So
right, like that,
Master
like
Poe.
that, man.
But it didn't say Master Poe on it.
No, it didn't.
So this certain document would say it had your full real name on it. Right. So that tells you kind of maybe another clue of how important this is.
Okay.
And that was at the top. And then at the bottom of this thing, and this paper was about, I don't know, about 4 inches by 3 inches. Could get bigger, but it was about that. And then there was some writing on it, very scribbly kind of writing that was hard to read. But it was definitely for you, and you might have needed it to hand to somebody to get something in return. Anything?
Mm-mm.
Still no clue?
Any idea, Steve? Maybe Steve's out there.
Maybe that'll help you out, Poe. Steve.
Any idea?
Okay.
Anything?
No.
Nothing. Nothing?
Mm-mm.
Wow. Was there a date on it, Keith?
I think it was like the 20th of January.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't that all. It wasn't like something that you didn't even know you had.
And why don't you have E-Rock just hand him it?
Who said that?
I did.
All right, E-Rock, just walk over and hand Poe his document that he seems to have lost.
I'm working
that
on
he doesn't recollect.
here.
Poe, there you go. You seem to have left that in my vehicle, and Keith found it.
Okay.
Is it? Are you remembering now? No, oh no.
I'll pick it up this week.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Keith
happy.
found it and gave me possession of it.
Before you
for some reason felt compelled to call the entire room.
Well, I'm sure.
Well, I actually didn't get a call from Keith. Now, let me ask Paul before we talk about what it is. We haven't mentioned what it is.
Okay.
How does it make you feel that like E-Rock just handed that to you? Like honestly, like what are you thinking?
Not a problem.
Okay.
Doesn't bother me.
Should we tell everybody, or you want to leave it at that? It's maybe sparing a few people's lives today.
I can't even see Opie. He is completely under the desk.
Well,
Poe?
Yes, Opie, I can't see you.
Thank God. You do have a saying in this, sort of.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Those are really not comforting. Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. Those are not comforting.
That's the okay you get right before the foot comes up and sweeps you across the face, and you go nighty night.
Yeah. Mirko Krokock.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the okay you get just before it's not going to be okay.
It's
yeah. There's nothing okay about.
Do you want it quick or slow? Quick. Okay.
Well, I mean, really, the only reason I really called everybody, like I said, it was a Friday night, and I mean, he could have had a big weekend. He could have been going to F.H. Riley's, and, you know.
F.H.
Oh, so you're thinking perhaps by calling everybody, we would have gotten in touch and gotten him that, and then he could have gotten it.
Right.
And that, you're a lying sack.
Because I don't have Poe's number, so I figured somebody has to have it.
Hey, Poe.
Yo.
Oh, boy.
I'm listening.
You have heard before, don't kill the messenger, right?
So you don't want me to kill Eric?
Or me.
Well, do you want to talk about what it is? I mean, it's up to you.
Daddy's on the phone.
At this point, I think the mystique of the whole thing is probably worse than the actual,
Absolutely. The actual affliction.
Because if I didn't know right now, I'm thinking butt plug.
Looks like Keith doesn't have the same problem.
Kidding. Well, it's something. Hey, it's something I know Jimmy Norton has used many times.
That's right, right, Jimmy? Nothing wrong with that, huh?
Oh, of course I have.
In Brazil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a man's cock.
That's right. As a seat.
Alrighty.
Oh boy.
There's a lot of okays and all righties.
Oh, an all righty.
Can I have water, please?
Oh
my God!
What you didn't even get the pills yet. What are you getting to wash them down with?
Get someone get Paul water. The man is thirsty.
I'm a little thirsty right now.
Yeah.
How about we leave this as a cliffhanger?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yes, well, I think there's a cliffhanger was the problem.
There are certain things that we each get thrown under the bus for, I must say. And if you slip up, let me let you know a little something. Here's something the gang likes to play jokes on, everybody. If somebody, let's say Danny, is constantly doing this, he forgets to close his email.
Right.
So I get an email from Danny, and it's in the rest of my emails, and I'm opening them up, and it says RE, Tuesday.
Right.
And I'm thinking it's some show prep thing, and I click on Danny's because there are a bunch of RE things, and I'm thinking it's show prep, and it says, Anthony, you did such a great job today. I want to take you out for a beer. You are my hero. Love and kisses, Danny. And I look at it and go, oh, douchebag Danny left his email open, and Travis or Than got to it and sent out an email to me. So I send it back to him, calling him a homo. It's one of those things, if you fuck up, you kind of fucked up and you leave yourself hanging in the breeze, quite literally. It kind of leaves you out there.
And this is just like that example, right?
Well, no, that's a smaller example of it.
Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
You sound like you're so far, Opie.
What?
Where are you?
I can't even see you.
Well, I figure, when radio ends, I want to go into something else. So I'm working on electronics.
I could have been a model.
Yeah.
With his face punched in.
I know when to punch out.
So,
speaking of punching.
So, yeah.
Wait, oh, there he is. Okay, now I can see you on closed-circuit camera. There you are.
In the
Look at Opie. He's under the cuff. Hi, Opie.
I'm not stupid.
He's laying on the floor.
My mama didn't raise a dummy.
So the moral of the story here is there's so much fair game if somebody even trips up a little bit. And I guess you must have been reaching into your pocket for something. That fell out. Keith then grabs it. He calls everybody. And then it just, it becomes something that goes out in the air.
But of course, fair game. That's what being thrown under the bus
Under
is.
the bus. Unfortunately...
Line of the day sponsored by BowDogFight.com.
Who's saying that?
I don't know. So,
let's see. Oh, let me look at the camera. So, where did E-Rock go? That fucker? He just left.
I don't know.
It's
not like you have to worry about your ass being violated for two reasons.
Was that Poe laughing, hopefully?
Poe's sipping water and fighting
Poe,
the
what's
others.
that? Is that just for a little extra added fun?
Has
I'm
Poe
thinking,
cracked a
right?
smile?
Yeah, he's smiling.
Right.
Little extra oomph.
Don't worry. Be happy. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Well, yeah, it's up to you. I'm not even saying a word. I enjoy my molars, bicuspids, incisors.
Oh, you could get up and leave.
Canines.
No, I have no fear.
Matter of fact, you can do whatever you want at this point.
I'm enjoying myself. Sitting down, drinking water.
Should we do line of the day?
What do you think, Bullock? What's on your mind?
I like my tie.
How many lines of the day were there today? Just one line of the day?
Of course.
That's a nice
Hangs
tie.
there.
Thank you.
It'd be funny if the tie just popped up and smacked you in the face.
All right, I think we've said enough. Thank you, Keith.
Pleasure.
Oh.
Line of the day is sponsored by BowDogFight.com. BowDogFight.com.
Keith bailing out, and he's a cop. Jesus.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Keith. Starts all his trouble and then hangs up. He's 30 miles away. We're 3 feet.
BowDogFight.com.
You want to hear the runner-up line of the day?
You bet we do.
Yeah.
All right, here it is, courtesy of BowDogFight.com.
I think it'd kind of be cool, a little black perspective. See how the black community reacts to a black guy walking on the moon. That'd be kind of funny to listen to.
We know what side he'd land on.
That was very good, Jimmy.
Thank you for the mention. That was
I like it.
What I felt good about.
That was funny.
Thank you.
Is Poe still here?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's got one hand on the console. It's kind of half fist.
Yeah, great.
It's not relaxed. For him, it's relaxed because it's not punching,
Right.
but it's just kind of clenched, in a comfy fist position.
I learned this from the animal kingdom. You try to make yourself less threatening, and maybe the animal will ignore you.
Docile behavior.
Yeah,
Right.
That's good.
BowDogFight.com is a great website. Why don't you go there and check it out for yourself? Because I don't have the script in front of me at this moment in time. Well, maybe for tomorrow you can write it down, write it under the console.
Mixed
here.
martial arts.
Oh yeah, mixed martial arts
What it
with
is?
Russians in the U.S. and
Mixed, hard and soft.
and some kind of reality show also mixed in there. I wasn't laughing, Paul. I had a little tickle in my throat. BowDogFight.com. Here is today's line of the day. Here comes
Line of the day, line of the day,
Oh, hey!
Whoa! Wait a minute!
Oh, he had a curve. Did I hear a curse?
He cursed again.
What?
Did he think something inappropriate?
Wait, what?
Oh, God.
E-Rock, you cursed. Oh, wow. Fucking Stan. That's funny, man.
That is line of the day.
I'll make that into a promo immediately.
That is great.
Oh, that is good. You know what? With a little gay porno. I think that'd sound good.
Yeah.
With a guy, like, thrusting, and then you hear, wow!
Yeah.
E-Rock screaming in pain.
Steve, you don't need much of a script. The audio says it all, man. All right. Something just quick.
That's good.
All right.
Is that it for the day?
What time is it?
Wow. It's
11:02.
11 on the nosy.
Yeah.
I just guessed.
Yeah, it was a good show today.
Certainly was.
I think so. We had fun. We learned a little something about the moon. Still here.
He's still sitting here with his headphones on.
Headphones are on, so he hears you whisper, you idiot.
That's right.
Try the...
You're going to walk you home today, right,
Opie, try the maybe we can agree to disagree line.
Right.
My word. This is great. I think I could do a show from home like this. I could see Opie on the TV monitor.
That's going to be my new bit.
Just agree to disagree to everything.
He lays out all this great knowledge.
And the worst is it comes out of the encyclopedia.
Yeah, and then it's backed up with an encyclopedia, and Opie just throws it away as an agree to disagree.
Yeah, as if two great minds have met and come away with no conclusion.
On something completely subjective.
It's not one smart guy in an encyclopedia shut down a dope. It's two great minds have met and just come apart, not 100% sure either way.
He had an encyclopedia, and I had my brain, and I decided that was good enough. What a dick. I should have been a model. All right. Can we go home now, Poe?
Yeah, I think it's about that time.
Yeah.
Yep, let's just get up.
Hey, can we play that Don't Worry, Be Happy song?
That'd be nice.
Guys,
we want to leave when the second hand is on the 6 or on the 12.
How about when it's on the 6 and it's going to the 12, but then it falls back on the 9?
And all kidding aside, I got an email.
Yeah.
From Tom and Joel and John. They want to meet with us immediately following this show.
No.
Swear to God.
Stop.
Play the Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Oh,
we got to get to the other place immediately.
Ba 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 ba
That's terrible. I'm sorry. The National Board of Health and Lucky Fella brand suppositories bring you Your Body and You, hosted by famed sexual behavior expert Professor Jim Norton.
I'm a perv and I'm weird, but I'm straightforward.
Professor Norton outlines his very hands-on approach to sexual education.
Wait till your kids are sleeping and just lay over one of them. They won't know.
Oh, Jesus.
What?
For example, the art of foreplay.
The first thing I do is go to the bathroom and take one of those 8 decibel shits.
Oral sex.
Why?
Sexual experimentation.
I was performing Tushalinga.
And sexually transmitted diseases.
I wish I had AIDS so I could bite somebody.
And for the grown-ups, there's also a segment on marriage counseling.
Honey, you're 41. Can I finally have the balloon knot?
He'll also stress the importance of lubrication.
You want it to sound like when your muddy boot gets stuck? Like a quagmire?
Another word to the wise from Professor Jim Norton.
Remember, on the face.
Line of the Day is brought to you by Bodog. If you'd like to vote on any of the weekly show polls, go to iliketolisten.com.